Bang! Yeah, 713, don't step in this league, throwing rocks at the backboard. Living our dream, better dribble to the three, take the shot, here a cash short. And we don't even care what you say, we ain't scared of the hate, get a win in this last board. Stand in the paint, but it clear out the way, hit the court with the black force energy. Every single week on a killing spree, you kidding me? You talk about winning with the epitome, you better be talking with peace and we locking the key on them. Know that it's rocking with Ryan and Donte, the drip guy, we beyond the gossip, the topics we talk on a pop, and we conquering the obstacles that we cross as a team. Shot from the seats, we the Rockets like Elon. It's the H-Town run down. Let's get started right now.
Hey everybody, it is lottery draft day for the H10 Run on Houston Rockets Basketball Podcast. We got our boy AP, we got our boy Ryan, we got our boy Donte here. We got a lot to talk about today, and I know every other sports channel and their mama is doing a draft day lottery thing, but they ain't gonna do it like us. So stop on over, pop by, say hi. We already got some people stopping by. I appreciate all of you. Ryan, what's good? And how are you, man?
Man, I'm stressed as hell. Finals week, but we're getting through it. I'm good, but if we get that number one pick, I'll be great.
If we get the number one pick, we're gonna have a lot of conversations. I'm not gonna lie, but it's good to have you, Ryan. Donte, my boy, what's good?
Hey, what's good, man? Like I said, another big day. See where we landed. Like I said, this started last year as well. Been starting for the last couple of years. So draft lottery, it does matter a lot. So hey, we was able to draft well. That's how we got to the spot we got to in the playoffs, and another day start like this. But other than that, I'm excited. Definitely excited.
Yeah, man, it's a beautiful day to be a Rockets fan. AP, my brother from Rockets Round Robin, what's going on, my boy?
Man, this is the day. This is the time we find out what happens in the draft lottery, what happens, how we kick off the offseason.
Honestly, that could have not been said any better. I'm not going to lie. I think this pick low-key determines the Rockets' future right here. I think this is as important as our other picks have been. I think this is a catalyst for a lot of things. But before we kind of jump into picks and futures and all that, I see the draft lottery starting here soon. So do you guys have any predictions at all? Ryan, you got anything for us that you're predicting? You're feeling your bones maybe?
I don't want to predict anything because we all know what y'all are going to say if I predict anything.
No, go ahead. I'm interested.
Nah, because I don't want the talk as a Ryan allegations. We're not doing
we already got the username down here. Hashtag it's all Ryan's fault. So
thanks.
it's already
whoa, we're starting that now? Hold on. No.
No, you can thank AD for that. He gave me that hashtag like 2 podcasts ago.
Dang, man. Look at that. It really be your own people.
All right, well, I'm not giving y'all that hashtag pass.
You're taking your word back, so to speak, for sure. That's crazy. IP, man, do you have any predictions maybe for us or anything that you want to see specifically?
You know what? Call me crazy. I think this is going to be a top 4 pick.
Yeah. I see.
They got a team there. I think the guys are going to help the Rockets. We're going to get top 4.
B-ball gods, huh?
How would you feel about Trey Johnson? Because he's a good scorer out of UT.
Tell me about him. Do you know more about Trey Johnson?
I don't know too much about him, but after watching some highlights and some clips, I know that he's a scorer. He can get to the bucket. I'm pretty sure he was a pure freshman this year, shooting guard. I know he can get to the rack. He can make his outside shots. The thing is, we have Reed. So what would we need What would we need Trey Johnson for?
Is he a 1? Is he a 2?
He's a 1.
He's a 1. He stands at 6'5". I mean,
maybe
the average
he is a 2 then.
He's not no 1. He's a 2.
Yeah, maybe he is a 2.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at him. Some sites are saying he's 6'5". Some sites are saying he's 6'6". So that's interesting. But the draft profile did come out from draft experts on Twitter, I believe, or X, whatever you want to call it. Let me jump on there to see if I saved this profile. How high is he supposed to go? You could say in top 4.
Top 5. He was the only good hooper at UT this year. The only good one.
Draft Express in the top 10 I saved. He was not saved in the top 10.
Dude, so AP, get that shit out your bio,
I'm looking
I
at
have
his
to
draft
exit
notes.
off of here to take it off, honestly, because I don't know else how to do that. So,
Leave and come back.
Oh man,
well, wants me to
Ryan.
leave.
What did
He wants me to leave. I'll be right back.
We already got one.
y'all.
I'm looking at his draft profile, and he looks solid, right? And yeah, everyone's saying that he's an unstoppable scorer. I see he dropped 30 points, 4 assists, one of his top games. Freak athlete, super speed. People are calling him Richard Hamilton of 2025. Ryan, do you agree? Disagree?
Nah, I wouldn't say I disagree. I don't think he'll be like Richard Hamilton. Because Rip Hamilton was an all-star. He'll be all-star level, but he'll be good.
That's fair. Donte, do you have any
all-star level?
Okay. Do you have any Donte, do you have any thoughts on
I couldn't hear you going in and out.
Oh my bad. Do you have any thoughts on Trey Johnson?
Yeah, I'm a diehard Longhorn fan, so I watch him.
Okay, tell me about him.
Yeah, so he's 6'5". He's a really great shooter. He's a hell of a shooter. Great free throw shooter. Shoots it at 89% from the free throw line. Get to the basket. Very underrated passer. Very underrated athleticism. He also can move very good without the ball. He has the ability to put the ball on the floor and make tough shots. Trey Johnson if he's with the right organization, with the right team, he can become an all-star type player. He was no doubt the Texas Longhorns best player. He was the undisputed best player for the Texas Longhorns. But
it wasn't enough to make it for them.
So my question is, between him and Dylan Harper, is it a question? Like, is Dylan Harper infinitely better than Johnson, or is there some give and take?
No, I think, like I said, I think Trey Johnson is the better player of Dylan Harper.
Really?
And Trey Johnson hoops in the SEC. SEC was the toughest.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's an SEC player too.
He lit the SEC up. So that's just tell you how good Trey Johnson actually was. The SEC was really good. They had a total of, I believe, like 13 teams in the tournament, including Texas. He was the reason why Texas actually played in that bubble against not in the bubble, but the first 4 in. He was actually the reason why they was really in that position with a losing record in the SEC. Like, he was the only reason they were even in that compromised position.
Wow. Can I read off some stats?
Wait, Donte, you're a UT fan, bro?
Yeah.
I grew up
right here. That tattoo is up here. No, it's right here. It's right here. See?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I grew up a huge UT fan.
Can I read off some stats from Trey Johnson?
Yeah.
The fans. He played 33 games this season. He was the All SEC 2024-2025. He was the SEC Rookie of the Year and SEC All Freshman Team as well. This is what really catching me right now. He shot 20 points a game is what he scored. 20 points a game, 3 boards, 3 assists. Pretty solid on 43% from the field. I like it, right? What's really intriguing is he shot 40% from 3, 39.7, and then 87% from the free throw line. So statistically, right, if I'm being a stat sheet watcher, he looks like a bona fide scorer. A guy who can get to his spots, like Donte was saying, backing that up. But not only that, he's a guy that is efficient. And what are we lacking? Efficiency. Gosh damn it. So that's interesting. Does drafting this guy make him candidate for, say, hypothetically, right? We draft this Johnson guy. Does that make him a candidate to be a starting guard on the team, or does that mean anything for Jalen? I'm just curious if that means anything for it is a question for anybody.
How does Jalen play next year, and how does Reed play next year? Because we're really guard heavy at that point.
Are we not selecting a guard, right? Selecting this guy. Does that not signal something to the other guards again, like Reed?
In my honest opinion, I don't think we picking. Like I've been saying, I don't think we picking.
I think we're only picking if we get the first pick.
Yeah, think so?
I'm still not sold.
I was thinking that too.
I'm still not sold that we picking, even if we got the first pick.
Yeah.
I mean, you can use it as major leverage though if you got that first pick.
What? If we get the first pick, bro, if we get the first pick, don't you know how many calls we gonna get?
Everybody calling. All 30 teams are calling.
Everybody's calling each and every day, 7 days a week, 24 hours, 48 hours a day. If we get the
blowing up, boy.
what?
Hey, if we get the number 1 pick, just looking at it like this, do we not have the best trade package for any team out there possible? We can offer the
No doubt.
most
No
for
doubt.
anything. If hypothetically, if we get the number 1, right? I think the only 2 teams that like rival us and what we can offer are probably OKC because they've got a bajillion first round picks and they can still offer up like their young guys too. And then maybe you could say the Spurs, maybe.
That's
I
the
mean,
3
don't the
teams.
Bulls have a lot of
The
picks too?
Spurs, OKC, and the Rockets have the most leverage when it comes to
Yeah.
young guys and picks.
yeah, okay, OKC is definitely up there. I don't think the Bulls have, but I'll look this up. I don't think the Bulls have very many picks because they traded a first to get Vucevic.
Mm.
I don't think they got a first for Zach LaVine. I could be wrong. But so we're looking at Trey Johnson. We got a comment from Icy. I would like to see a late first to go to one of the 7-footers in the round. Honestly,
I would like
some of those guys.
Malawatch. Like, if we were to get the 9th pick, I would like to draft Kamal Malawatch. Because
Okay.
he's a hooper. He's a big man. He's strong. He can get to the rim. He would be a good backup for us.
Okay. What else? What about that guy makes him enticing for us to pick him?
Bro, his strength. He's
Yep.
strong as hell, dog.
So you have him develop with Steven Adams for a bit.
Exactly.
Well, I
Just
guess.
re-sign Adams. That has to be a thing. We got to re-sign Steven Adams.
Okay. That's definitely good to know. You're right. I guess they did get a 2025 first round pick with the Bulls, so that's pretty nice from Sacramento. And it's a Spurs top 10 protected, so that's interesting. Looks like they've got one this year, one next year. They've got regular picks. They've got one every year, I guess. So that's enticing because the Bulls have been, how do you say, ass in a different language, booty. But other than that, I can't think of any reason anyone would want to play for the Bulls because they haven't been a good franchise as of late. Especially every time they get a star, they somehow fumble it, either medically or with another trade, right? So I don't know if the Bulls are going to offer anything.
No, they have a star now. They have a
With
real
the
good
Jazz.
star.
Who wants to play for the Jazz? This Jazz.
Wait,
You know,
wait, Clip, will you put that article in the? Can you pull up what Clip just said? Clip, can you put that link in the chat, please?
oh, look at that.
That's kind of sick.
There you go.
Hey.
Wait, but Clip,
Ryan's
that
got
means
clout. Ryan,
That
awesome.
means Clip is reading them. Oh, Clip, you're a legend, bro. Clip, if you're reading them, shout out to you, dog.
All right, don't let his head get too big. All right, calm down. Now that is
that's
pretty
the
cool.
first time
That's
that's
pretty cool.
happened. No, that's the first time that's happened. I like the credit here. That's kind of sick.
That's pretty cool. Now looking at another guy, right? We were just talking about Trey Johnson there, and I did mention for a minute Dylan Harper. Dylan Harper, I mean, he measured at 6'4", right, 213. He's got good size, 6'10" wingspan. He's got
Pause,
8'6". He's got an 8'6" standing reach. It's not bad. Apparently, he grew half an inch from the Hoop Summit, and then he shedded 15 pounds, according to Draft Express. What are your thoughts on Dylan Harper?
That boy's a stud. He can hoop too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good. The first 3-4 picks are going to be some studs.
Yeah, I mean, is Dylan Harper a guy that you, again, not saying that we are going to pick, but if you were forced to make a pick, right? Is Dylan Harper your 1, your 2, right? Because Donte's saying that he likes Johnson more than Harper, which is great. But what are your thoughts between on Harper and the Rockets specifically? I guess like, what would the fit even look like, right? Because again, drafting another guard, so
Yeah, that would be guard heavy. You're going to have to trade some of those.
yeah, no, for sure. Brian, any thoughts on Dylan Harper?
Him or Johnson. I mean, they're both good.
Yeah, they're both pretty good. Yeah,
I mean,
I did watch.
look, to me, I think we only draft if we get number 1.
Okay.
And even then, if we get like a superstar deal like Luka Doncic or some shit, like then we'll. I just don't. I think it would take a lot for us to trade for that.
I guarantee if we get number 1, I think we're going after Giannis. I think they're going to send that to the Bucks.
Giannis.
I think they're going to make some mega package for Giannis.
Rasheer Fleming. Anybody got any thoughts on Rasheer Fleming?
Don't know.
Foreman talked about him.
Yeah, he did.
I forgot what he said about him though.
Donte?
Rasheer Fleming is really good, man. I agree with Kelly Cow. But again, like I say, I think we just won't make a pick, especially if we get up to number one. If we in, I think we definitely in the Giannis sweepstakes. If we to get Giannis, I think we definitely using that number one pick. Like I said, any pick we get out, I just don't think we using, bro. I just really don't think we use any pick we get. But if we pick, if we actually make a pick though, I like Trey Johnson.
Okay. So
I think our problem is the perimeter, bro. It's perimeter just shooting, bro. Period. I just think the problem is really just shooting, period, bro.
Yeah,
like,
Fleming
really
is 6'8", 232 with a 7'5" wingspan. God,
It's pretty nice. Very nice. So I think most of us are in the camp of it's likely the Rockets aren't keeping the pick. But Donte, do you want to keep the pick or do you want to trade it?
I mean, like I said, all I just do is use the words of what Ime Udoka really used, bro. When he first came in, I mean, he's trying to win. He's a winning head. He wants to come in like he did. He did what he said he was gonna do. He changed the culture. Went 41-41. We expected better this year. Either make the play-in on the playoffs. We was way better than we were supposed to be. Now it's time to go. It's time to hey, get into that contender range. Get into that contender range, man. And I think that's what Ime Udoka is all about. So I'm just going off what he said in his first press conference. He's trying to win.
right.
He may not have the time to wait on anybody to develop like Reed or Cam. But Cam, that's probably on Cam. That's on Cam though, because he opened up his mouth, like I said during that Dallas. I really think it's I don't know. I won't say it's bad timing for Reed, but it just felt like that coming on a playoff roster when you know the team is gonna really make the actual playoffs. You know the team is gonna actually make the playoffs. So who can you play him in front of? And then when he did play, you saw him not being able to stay in front of nobody, not being able to move his feet laterally. You see guys started to take advantage of it. And then when he did try to when he was getting some momentum, having some big games, he gets hurt. He messed up his thumb trying to reach in on Zion Williamson. So that took him out.
Reached in on the freaking Hulk, bro.
When he did try to play well, he reached in and messed up his thumb on Zion. So when he did try to build that momentum, hey, but at the end of the day, like I said, it's not the fact that I don't want. I'm all in for it if we did. Yeah. We do pick, but I just feel like I'm just going by what Ime Udoka said. This guy just he wants to win. He just want to win. And that's what he made. He made that really clear. He made that really clear his first press conference. So again, all signs of me, we just trading a pick and we just getting one of those guys, which is either Kevin Durant or Giannis. That's just it's gonna happen. That's what it is gonna be.
I don't know if I'm getting KD with the number one pick though. I mean, I don't know if I want a 36-year-old Kevin Durant with that first.
Can you imagine if all we have to do is give up that pick, Cam and some like trade filler, like we keep the whole roster. We just give up the number one pick and Cam. Hypothetically. Honestly, I'd do that.
Randall the first?
Nah, you don't even got to give up Reed. Cam, the first, like the number one pick, right? They get the number one pick. You get Cam, and then like Landale and Aaron Holiday and Jason Tate. Or whatever it gets you there money-wise. I mean, obviously I'd do that. But
is Jason Tate a free agent?
Oh, yeah. You know what?
We don't got to give him up. We don't got to give him up. We can just let him walk. We can let him walk. We can take him. Let him walk. If they're free, we can just let him go. No.
Oh, man.
Thank you, sir. We can just let him go. We got to bring him back.
Oh, man. Where that?
Hey, Press, you got that thing on. He gone. You can just let him go. Yeah, you can just let him go.
Oh, man. Oh, wow. Jason Tate. Oh, I didn't know Holiday was a free agent. I thought we had him.
And Holiday's gonna be a free agent.
I thought we signed him on a.
They both gone, bro. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I think Holiday walking, bro. I think he going.
Honestly, I'm upset that Holiday is likely gone because I did like Holiday for what he did, man. It was holiday season. He did.
I like Holiday. I'm a fan of Holiday. I like Holiday, bro. I like Holiday. Yeah. I think he's a good piece for us.
If jerseys was cheaper, I'd.
And then Stone's got to think about it too. What if they do get Cooper Flag? Like, what? Do they think that's a winning piece with this young core also?
Hey, Brian, I think
a lot of decisions if they get that number one.
There's a lot of decisions there.
Sorry, I was low-key checked out. I was looking at that video.
Oh,
But,
I could tell in your eyes.
Yeah,
we
no,
get-
it's kind of sick. No, it's a cool first moment. But yeah, no, if we get Cooper Flag,
Reed.
I'll put this out there. If we get Cooper Flag, I would throw Jabari Smith Jr. in the trade.
I would not.
Oh, bro, get out of here.
Not
Bro.
throw Jabari.
Get out of here.
Absolutely not.
Why are you giving up Jabari Smith Jr.?
I would not give up Jabari.
I'm going to come up with a word here, but y'all don't see the generationality of Cooper Flag.
If Jabari would have played more, we would have won that series.
If we have the number one pick.
I agree. No, I agree with you.
Why are we trading Bari if we have the number one pick? You could play Cooper, who is 6'7", not 6'10", 6'7", at the 3.
Okay, you know what? That's a good
That would be
point.
a dangerous.
You would do.
Yeah.
You would.
No, that's a
Your
good point.
lineup.
No, that's a good point. No, that's a good point. You're right. Okay, Woj. Not Woj. Who was it that did this? It was Winhorse.
Cooper Flag,
Brian
Jabari,
Winhorse.
Shingu.
No, it's the
I mean,
yeah.
it's 3 in the bag. Woo. In a minute.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
All right,
Hey, look at that.
I just don't want to see his career fall away going to like Washington, Utah.
All right, you're good, Ryan. Go ahead.
For those who are watching this, I will be turning my camera off and muting myself for the foreseeable future because I am going to be recapping the draft lottery for Rockets on SI. So be sure to check that out as soon as I get back on the pod. Peace for now.
Get out of here. Clint's got a good point here, right? We can't give.
If we don't get top 4, it's Ron's fault. I want y'all to hashtag that. It's Ron's
He can still hear you. If we
Hey,
do
do we really think that's gonna happen, bro? Come on now. The Rockets will hang up the phone if that ever happens, bro. Come on now. Rockets would hang up the phone if that ever happens. No.
I hope so. I hope so, right? Because we saw how well it worked with Giannis next to Brook Lopez, right? Just a straight up like shot blocker. But we need Giannis to be our shot blocker. We need him to sit in the paint, camp in the paint, and then Jabari to kind of like roam and whatnot. But I agree. Billy's saying that we're not trading for the freak.
Yeah, but you're gonna need shooters around him too. You're gonna need guys who can knock down shots.
We don't got guys, that can make shots.
What we got Rockets legend Jock Landale.
We don't got guys that can make shots. That's why I just said Kevin Durant is probably more of the move that the Rockets may go because
I think so too.
Yeah, that's more of the fit. That's more of the move that the Rockets may go
seamlessly.
Giannis would be a great move if we had guys that can actually shoot consistently, make shots. We don't got guys.
As long as they don't sign him to no crazy extension, I wouldn't mind KD coming, but as long as they don't do nothing crazy.
Oh, Rich is saying that Giannis doesn't play defense like that. He's a help defender. He's not a defender you can just camp in the paint. Interesting. I don't watch enough Milwaukee tape. I just watch the highlights. I'm not a Milwaukee fan, so maybe that's on me. Yeah, we don't have enough shooters to come. Yeah, that's true. Giannis did say, though, he wants to go to a team in a state that doesn't pay state tax. As far as I know,
Houston.
That's Houston and Spurs, really.
Well, no, Houston
don't pay state tax.
Yep, Houston, Spurs, Dallas, right? The Texas teams, right?
He ain't going to Dallas. There ain't no way.
But you're right. But those are 3, right? You got Orlando. You got Miami.
Yeah, Giannis could go to Orlando.
Right. He's definitely not, but he could, right?
He did. I will be shocked if he goes to Orlando.
AD was good, man.
AD.
That much was good. What's good?
Hey, it's time, man. It's time.
He made me take the hashtag off, so.
You can't take the truth off. You can't take the truth off.
Does Chicago pay? Does Illinois have a state tax? Anybody know?
I think the only states that don't have a state tax is Houston, Florida, not Houston, Texas, Florida,
and Tennessee.
Tennessee, yeah.
So Memphis.
Oh, yeah. Louisiana too. So every team in our division is a team that doesn't have state tax.
Yeah.
So Memphis, Tennessee, Louisiana, Texas, so all those teams.
That would be tough. And the division is they trade on the same division. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right, Clip. You're right, 100%. 100%. That'd be hilarious. Can you imagine that?
I'm pushing.
I'd be asking for it at that point, but go ahead.
Again, I'm pushing Cooper Flag or trade the pick.
Cooper or trade. AD, you and Ryan seem to be pretty prominent on this Cooper Flag guy. Why are you so?
I like Cooper Flag. I'm a fan of Cooper Flag.
Oh no,
I
yeah,
like Cooper too. That
I
boy
just
working
don't
ball.
believe-
I'm not saying that you guys.
No, it's just because it's me. It's a problem.
I just don't want him to disappear in Utah. Like, what's he gonna do in Utah?
I know he could make Utah great again, right?
I mean,
Could,
Washington.
If
We never
Donovan
gonna hear
Mitchell-
from him again.
All right, lottery starts in 20 seconds, everybody.
Hey, if Donovan Mitchell couldn't make Utah great, nobody can.
I don't know. John Stockton almost did. He just lost to the GOAT, unfortunately.
Yeah, they got good guys over there too, like Walker Kessler's
I
over
thought you was
there,
gonna be
not
talking
doing nothing. Marketing's over there, not hooping.
Our marketing's pretty nice.
He is
You got
nice.
that-
I mean,
that,
let's be honest. Utah wasn't that good. Outside of Donovan Mitchell,
Oh, no.
Utah wasn't really that good. Wasn't
Well,
nothing.
they had
really-
Gordon Hayward. Gordon Hayward was solid.
Oh, come on, he
Like
wasn't
the,
that.
I like
old
Hayward.
Utah Jazz were
Yeah, he
pretty
was
solid. Like
good.
the
He
Aaron
was good, but he
Williams,
wasn't that
Carl
scary.
Boozer Jazz, they
Yeah,
were
no,
solid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
like
they
they-
All right, I'm actually gonna. I'm gonna leave and I'll come back after the draft.
That Utah was.
If you actually stop Donovan
trash
Mitchell,
after that.
then you could be Utah. Just like we've been doing, and like we did for 2 years straight. All you had to do was just stop Donovan Mitchell. We'd have been straight. We were straight.
True.
Rudy Gobert, because he was gonna be Rudy Gobert. We used to make him come out and have to defend, and we played him on the bench. So if you really just eat in on Donovan Mitchell, they wasn't all that too much. They had good players, but they wasn't scary.
Yeah. He is not live on another YouTube channel. He's gonna go do some reporting for the draft. He can't.
Yes, the jinx is out of the room. Yes, the jinx is gone. Yes.
Hey, he's crazy.
Wait.
He gone.
Number 1 pick confirmed.
That's crazy.
He
You know who would
gone.
be crazy to get the number 1 pick?
That would be crazy, boy.
Be the 76ers.
If we get the number 1 pick, I'm gonna blame AD. We get the number 1 pick. This dude AD here some shit.
Like the famous rapper Akon said, you can put the blame on me.
AD, there's a guy, Kill a Cow. He asking you a question here. He said, Rasheer Fleming. What are your thoughts?
I don't see. So this is the thing. I'm not drafting the guy. I know he's hype on the guy. Killer Cal is all about Rasheer Fleming, whatever. It is what it is. I mean, he's a good player. Is he a franchise changer? Hell no. I'm not about to sit up here and bank my whole faith on a guy that if you pick at 9, 10, and 11 in the draft, that's going to be your franchise player. Like he's saying, Killer Cal is saying some oblivious stuff, talking about he can come in and be instantly your number 3 scorer on the team, which is asinine to me. So again, I'm exactly.
Oh wow, you're hearing something.
I'm telling you this right now. I don't outside of Cooper Flag, I don't trust any rookie to come in and contribute immediately. Period. And that's just how I feel. I don't feel like Ime Udoka is going to allow any rookie to come in and be an instant contributor. That's not the Ime Udoka way.
We didn't with Reed, I'll tell you that. And remember,
Right.
AD, correct me if I'm wrong. What were they saying about Reed during the offseason?
Reed-
Oh, elite shooter. Oh, he's this.
Hold on.
He's that.
I'm gonna say it. We're not gonna get canceled. He was supposed to be Cocaine Curry.
Oh man, we canceled.
Yeah, but I remember that.
So let's again, Reed Shepard, Cam Whitmore. If Jabari Smith, Tari Eason, and Jalen Green and Alperen Sengun hadn't had 2 years or a year under Smiley, they wouldn't have as much run as they are getting right now. Like, let's be real.
That's fair. I think that's an argument we've talked about.
The only one that has bucked the system and beat the system is Amen Thompson. And let's be honest, it took him damn near 3/4 of the season before he got run.
Well, no, he was playing. He was just hurt. Remember?
But I'm saying, like, even the plan was not for him to play. The plan for him was to go to the G League. And he got hurt.
His rookie year.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that was last year. Now this year is still going on, right?
No. Well, I mean, technically, this year, second year's technically done, right? We ain't.
Yeah, but I mean, like I'm talking about the
But yeah.
last NBA season.
Yeah. His rookie year. Okay.
So
Yeah. I'll
I
give you
just feel like, I just feel like if he hadn't have got hurt, he would have been in the G League. That's the NBA Doka way.
that.
And I'm
Yeah.
gonna be
Ray
real,
was in
like
the
there,
league for a little bit too.
yeah, he was in there. He went off in the league, and they took him out and said, "No, we can't expose you for being great. You being too great in the G League. We got to keep you in the NBA where you don't play." So, like
Yeah.
again, you can have a lot of people you fall in love with in this draft, but realistically, for the Rockets' perspective, again, we've picked in the top four. What is it? 4 consecutive years we've
Yep.
picked in the top four,
Yep.
Yeah.
and we have seven. We have what 5 lottery picks out of 7 in the last 4 years, and you're talking about picking another lottery pick and expecting him to be a contributor when you got two picks, one that should have been a lottery pick and number 3 overall that didn't see the floor last year, and you're expecting a guy who's going to instantly come in and be a contributor. That to me, that's just not logical thinking. When what we needed the most was shooting, and you had a guy who's supposed to be probably your best shooter on the team on the bench the whole season and only played in like 3 games, real minutes in like 3 or 4 games the whole season. So
Yeah.
like I understand, like my thing is not just falling in love with a guy. My thing is like, what is the best realistic outcome? Because basically, if you draft a player wherever we pick, and it's not number 1 overall, and you don't make a move in the offseason, you're basically drafting and stashing this guy. You're gonna draft this guy for him to sit on the end of your bench, play sparing minutes, and eventually he'll play at some point in 2 or 3 years.
Sounds about right.
Unless it's Cooper Flag. I mean, if you
That's why I
what
don't
about if we
think,
get
and that's why I say I don't think we're using the picks, bro. I don't think we're using the pick. But
Oh.
it might be Cooper Flag. It may be Cooper Flag if we go
Preston got some breaking news?
So this isn't draft related, but Damian Lillard, right? He has a basketball camp he does every year, and this year he's doing a youth group coming back to Portland for the summer, and he took off his Bucks logo for his T-shirt, or like his front logo. He took his Bucks logo off. He's got the jersey on. It looks like he's at a live game, and he took his logo off. That's crazy. That is crazy. He just posted this not too long ago. And yeah, people are talking about, man, top comment is Buddy removed all Bucks branding. He did. Wow. That's interesting. You guys have any thoughts on that? I know that's not directly draft related, but that is interesting.
That's off-season drama, though, because, yeah, you don't know what's going to happen.
Oh, dear. You know what I mean? Oh, dear. Giannis, what you doing, my boy?
They possibly blowing that up.
Jeez.
It's very possible.
Damian Lillard still got years on his contract with Milwaukee.
4 years left.
He got how many years left?
4. He signed a 6 years for max.
Yeah, he out in. He's out.
Yeah.
That's gonna be tough, man. That's gonna be tough.
I don't know.
Hey, if it ain't number 1, you can keep it. Rich, interesting.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think it's number 1. I think we're trading it.
A part of me, and maybe I'm wrong for this, but a part of me also thinks that if we get the number 1 pick, I almost feel like we are guaranteed to trade it, right? I feel like if we're top 3, we trade it, right? If we're like 4 through 6, I think we trade down but stay in the draft, right? We recoup another first later on, like a lottery or like a top 10 protected first, and we get someone else's first round pick in that draft. That's just me. That's just thought. You know, I feel like if we get the number 1, number 2, or even number 3 pick, right? I mean, think about it, right?
We're gonna have teams call if it's in that top 4 for sure.
Yeah. Oh, you're right, I see. We can't. We have a 0% chance to get 5 through 8. 0. So we
Really?
get 1 through 4, or 9 through 13. Which, yep, I see got right there. Yeah, that boy was quick with it. Ain't that crazy? I came down with strep. Oh boy.
Oh,
Man, that's tough, man. We shouldn't trade the pick if we get number 1. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I'm excited to hear why he says that. Okay, so Donte, if you are making a trade, right? Because the likelihood, right, is you're saying that we might not keep it. So if we are making a trade, we get the number 1 pick. Who's the guy you're going after?
You talking about if it's number 1?
Yeah. Yep.
Again, if it's number 1, I don't mind making Cooper Flag it because again,
But who do you want to trade for? You get the number 1 pick.
who I want to trade for.
If you get the number 1 pick,
you get the number 1 pick. I think the Rockets just find a way to trade for Giannis if they get them. I think that's the move.
I think so too.
I think that's the move they make. But if it's anywhere between like 5 something in that range, I think it's going to be Kevin Durant. I think the Rockets looking for Kevin Durant. But I think Kevin Durant. I think even at 36, Kevin Durant having this better season too this year too. Still can shoot. Still can score to get you 30 a night. Still efficient. I think he's more of a fit on the Rockets for his playing style than Giannis is. I still think Giannis would be great with us, but I just with us being able to not be able to shoot consistently, I believe everybody just
gonna have to get a bunch of shooters.
It would sound like a gun range. It would sound like
we'd have to go get like Malik Beasley, re-sign Aaron Holiday. We have to go get some shooters.
Yep.
Rich says, silent move. If Boston flames out, do you see us making a play after Jalen Brown? I don't think the Celtics are.
I think we had a realistic shot. I think a couple years ago.
Oh, they haven't paid. The Celtics haven't paid Jalen Brown yet.
No, that his contract starts next year.
Oh, okay.
It's either this or next year.
I thought they paid him already.
Yeah, not yet.
Here we go.
Hey, there he is. Hey, AD, you want to join this? Obviously, I'm sitting here saying that Jalen Brown's not getting moved from the Celtics, but hypothetically, would you see the Rockets making a move for Jalen Brown if we get the number 1 pick?
Hey, I can see.
And if Boston flames out,
well, which they will, because they going home soon. They 1, 2, 3 Cancun. But you know,
man.
No, they're not.
Jalen Brown makes. Hang on. Jalen Brown makes more money than Giannis?
Yeah.
Hold on.
He signed his contract after Giannis.
That's what I said. I thought they paid him.
They paid him after Giannis got paid. So this is the thing. When does Cooper Flag can determine to go back to the college?
I don't know. He classified up. I'm not sure. I think this is it. Holy, you're right.
Oh, he didn't got paid already. The man got paid already. Him and Tatum got like all that money, all the Boston money.
So the Spurs have 2 picks in the lottery?
I think so.
Oh hell, that's crazy.
Because I think they got the Bulls pick if the Bulls pick in the top 10, and they also got their own pick, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. I just took a look at that money. I'm not gonna lie. Never in my life have I ever seen so many zeros behind a check, and it wasn't even mine. That's crazy.
Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon.
The GOAT.
Yes, sir.
I mean, we getting that number 1 pick, y'all.
I have a theory about that.
Man, come on,
but
man.
I don't want to jinx it. I have a theory, but
don't do it. Don't do it.
So I'm not gonna say nothing yet. My name's not Ryan. I'm not gonna say nothing. So Cooper Flag, it sounds like, is the perennial number 1 pick. Maybe I'm crazy for saying this, but you guys remember when Jabari Smith Jr. was supposed to go number 1? He's supposed to be number 1 pick.
Yeah,
Champ was supposed to be 2.
Supposed to get Paulo.
God, and then they swapped.
Yeah, so this is my thing. Give me an alpha.
And you think Cooper's that guy coming out of college?
Cooper's an alpha.
How so?
Cooper's an alpha. Did you not watch Cooper play?
I watched his college ball, but I haven't seen him play in the NBA yet, so I don't know if he's an alpha. I haven't seen him play
Again, the traits translate. We talked about this.
You say the traits
you cannot
translate.
That type of trait. Okay, that's just like saying your hair is curly.
Mhm.
It's going to be curly for the rest of your life. Even if you cut it, it's gonna grow back curly. If you perm it, it's gonna once it rain, it's gonna grow back curly. It's gonna turn curly. Like you can't get away from it. It's in you. It's innate.
I want to say I agree, right? And they are saying he played against older dudes and he performed. Facts.
Oh, we're getting started. Oh, yeah, we're getting started.
Yep.
Yeah. You got it somewhere on the side, Preston?
I have it. I have the Sporting News live. That's where I'm getting it right now.
I got it on TV right now.
There you go. Yeah, I don't pay for any of that. I'm broke out here in Iowa. I don't think we get internet like that. Oh, Donte moved and all that. Oh yeah, Donte watching that. Yeah, you got that on TV.
I'm watching. I had to watch.
Let's see who got 14.
Yeah.
The San Antonio Spurs got number 14.
Cool. Hold on. This.
So far, that's just so far.
Cool.
What they got 14? No lie.
Atlanta 13.
No, that's Atlanta's pick.
Atlanta got 13.
No, it is not. That is Sacramento's pick.
Chicago Bulls number 12.
Cool.
All right.
That is
Portland Trailblazers number 11.
You ahead of me, AP.
Oh, man, it's not bad.
All right, you guys keep dropping the news there live.
Oh damn. Damn, Dallas got a top 4 pick.
Hey.
Dallas got a top 4 pick.
Hey, you see this?
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Good night.
We got 10. We got 10. We number 10. We got the 10 pick.
It was number 1. We just had a 0 behind it. It was number 1. We just had the 0 behind it.
Oh Lord!
Wow, what?
Oh, man, that is interesting, ain't it?
Well, that's definitely.
They saw.
Well, that's definitely a trade. That's definitely a trade right there.
That pick's going to Phoenix. See you later.
Okay. So we got the number 10 pick.
Yep.
Right. What's the plan?
Trade.
It's gone.
It's gone.
Yeah, boy.
Okay. So it
Who's
looks
going
like
on?
This top 4 is crazy.
who's top 4?
San Antonio got a top 4
So
pick.
far right now, it's Dallas, San Antonio, the Sixers, and one more left. One more spot's open.
Dang, he really is about to get. Utah's really about to get Cooper.
Utah got so it's the Hornets, Sixers, Spurs, and Dallas.
Utah got 5.
Wow.
So it's the Hornets, Sixers. Man, they about to give them to the Spurs, man. They about to give them to the Spurs.
Hey, I hope he goes to the Hornets.
Please go to the. Hey, I would like him to go to the Hornets though. Him, LaMelo, and Brandon Miller, that'd be pretty.
I would like that. I would like that.
Now, if the Spurs get number 1, the NBA is completely rigged.
Nah, Lord, you talking about NBA?
No, look, I'm telling you this for sure. There's no way. There's no way you get
here a second ago.
There's no way you get the number 1 pick 2 times in 3 years.
Oh, hey, Brandon, hey.
I didn't hear about that.
I'll be okay
I
with
heard
that.
that on TikTok earlier.
You say what?
Wow. Put
Hey,
that back up,
they got people saying,
Dallas gets a rigged pick for LA. This is like what happened when the Pelicans got Zion, right? Because the
Phoenix,
Pelicans traded for
KD.
KD.
Give us KD.
God damn, boy, they.
You were rocking, baby. You were rocking.
Come on. Please go to Dallas.
Wait,
why it gotta be a Texas team that ain't us?
You late,
Why it gotta
Exactly.
be a Texas team that ain't us? What did we do?
Damn, I come in and y'all yelling at each other already?
We got the 10. So hold on. Pause. Hold on. Jules,
Hey,
we got
wait.
the number.
I need that hashtag.
Hold on, we got the
back on
number
there. It's
10 pick.
Ron's fault. That's why we didn't get top 4. It's Ron's fault.
Number
We
3
got
pick?
I need that back
Number
on.
10. Number 10.
Oh, fuck.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
Ron's
Guess
fault.
who's in the
I'll put
top
that
4?
back on.
Hold on. Guess who's in the top 4 right now?
San Antonio?
San Antonio, Dallas, the Sixers, and Charlotte.
Oh, damn. They love San
Please
Antonio.
go
I
Spurs,
want
go
anybody
Spurs.
but the Spurs.
They love San
Please.
Antonio, man.
They do love San Antonio.
I don't know.
Bro.
Poor Coach Pop. He old and he about to die. Let's give him one more pick again. Make him feel good by his life.
He drafted Wemby. That was his.
Something tells me they're gonna reward Dallas for trading Luka, bro. They're
Oh,
gonna
like
do.
they
they're
did
gonna
with
do the
Zion?
same one.
That's what I just said, Jules. That's word for what I just said. That is word for
Like
word.
they did with Zion and AD.
Nope.
Freaking believable.
I know this is y'all sport, but you know the draft is really rigged for y'all. The NBA, it really is.
Yeah,
rigged.
bro. It's so rigged for the Rockets, bro. They hate us.
It's okay. That pick's going to Phoenix. It's about to go to
Yeah.
Arizona. It's about to be out of here. It's gone.
Like, can they just like pick these two already? I'm tired of sitting in suspense. I'm pulling up.
Yeah, get this over with. Stone, package up that 10 pick. It's out of here.
It's gone.
I ain't gonna lie, Charlotte would be nasty with Brandon Miller,
I would like
Greg, and LaMelo.
Charlotte to get this pick.
Yeah,
Get
I would
them
have liked
people
that, man.
Ryan's forehead was the jinx, y'all. Just
Oh my god!
Oh my!
Hey, look at
I
Ryan.
need that hashtag back up. Please.
Ryan, bro, I tried to defend you, bro. I'm sorry, man.
Hey, Ryan, you all right, Ryan? You good, man?
Man, I don't even know.
The young man's catching strays. I see.
They finna get it, they finna give it to San Antonio. Why? They finna get it, to San Antonio.
Because AD's my boss, I can't say shit.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something serious. He'll give you more respect for talking shit to him.
You say who?
He'll give you more respect for talking shit to him.
Yeah.
Come on, Charlotte. Y'all get this pick, please.
Wait, is it Charlotte? I thought it was Dallas.
It's always my fault. It's always my fucking fault. It's always my damn fault, right? Yeah, is that right? It's always my fault.
Sounds about right.
that is a life purpose to live by.
Why?
Guess what? If it's always your fault, you
But
can.
you gonna hear all the reads. You gonna hear all the reads if San Antonio get this pick, bro. That's crazy, bro.
Dude, if San Antonio gets this pick, y'all might exile me.
I wouldn't exactly. I don't have a.
Why not?
Please, Hornets, bro. Please. I don't
Let me
even
get
care if
Trump
he
on
goes
the
to the
phone.
Sixers at this point.
Oh man, this is.
All right, I'll turn my camera back on.
All right, come on, y'all. Let's go. We're back in action. Cooper Flag is pissed off. Look at his face. He like,
Nah, he ain't pissed off, AD. He can't be, AD.
oh my god, I'm about to go.
Look, y'all look. He said,
Oh my god.
Y'all must be ahead of me.
Oh, man. What?
Y'all must be way ahead of me. Damn, I'm not even that good. I'm at
Please
Jalen.
be number.
Where you at?
San Antonio number 4. San Antonio number 4.
Come on, here we
San
go.
Antonio number 4.
Dude, if San Antonio gets number 1, dude,
I'm gonna crash out, bro.
dude, I'm gonna crash out.
Oh my
Number
god.
4 going to.
It's gonna go to Dallas.
It's going to Charlotte. Gosh.
Oh man!
No.
he get number 1, boy.
Oh!
Okay, San Antonio finna get number
Wait.
No,
Okay.
the Sixers got
Okay.
3.
They finna end up with that moment.
I'm happy.
All right,
I'm happy. Hey, the NBA.
Spurs got 2.
NBA.
Okay, Dallas is number 1.
No, let's go.
Hey!
There you go.
So we need to trade Jalen Green for next year, right? To get one pick next year.
Wow.
Hey, what you those talking trash about Nico Harrison, bro? They gotta feel good for that dude, bro.
Yeah.
Feel good for
They
that
felt,
dude.
they felt so bad after he traded Luka, bro.
Yeah,
They
they-
said, all right, we'll
everybody
give you this
feel
first
bad.
pick.
Cooper, hold on. Let's reset. Cooper Flag with
This shit
8.
is rigged.
Hold on.
No,
this shit is
he went to
rigged.
Spurs, bro.
Brian,
Oh,
This
God.
shit is rigged.
Honestly, why are we mad?
Brian, hold on.
Oh, yeah, he got out of here.
Hold on. 'Cause you gotta let me say this point. Before you do all this extra. let's put it in perspective. In Dallas, Cooper Flag with a healthy Kyrie and a healthy AD, which is rare, would be a nasty combo in the West.
Yep. It
All right,
could.
now you can do all that.
No,
you
this
know,
shit is rigged. No, this is rigged. This
I
is
like that better than Cooper and Wemby, so
no.
I'll take
So
it.
do I. But this shit is rigged. This
Right.
is rigged.
But guess what?
Ryan,
Guess
why are
what?
you crashing out? You
Why?
already knew it was rigged.
I'd rather
You
the
already knew it
Dallas
was
would have had
rigged.
it than the Spurs.
At the end of the day,
Exactly.
now Giannis is definitely going to San Antonio because they're going to trade the number 2 overall pick to the Bucks.
I think, yeah.
So now we're
Does
going to
that
play.
mean? Does that mean bilaterally we have to make a trade too?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You can't stay pat.
Because if
You can't
Giannis
stay
doesn't
pat
trade,
with everybody
we're gonna have to load up.
So everyone's making a move now, right? Giannis is
We're gonna have to.
likely
Dude, what was
to go
Dallas'
join
percentage of getting
De'Aaron
the one pick?
Fox. He's likely to
What
go
was
join
Dallas'
De'Aaron Fox
percentage?
and
Now that
Wemby.
I think about it.
Who are we making a trade for now?
Tyrese Maxey.
He's not
Tyler
available.
Hero.
No.
Why would you want a loser? Let's talk about somebody.
Hear me out. No, let me speak. Let me speak.
Let me find
All
it.
we need is a score. We need a score. We have our defense. We just need a score. That's all we
And
need.
it's gonna be
Hold on.
Kevin Durant.
Pause.
Booker.
I just
Why
not
would we
realized.
trade for Kevin Durant? He's 37 years old. We don't need that. We need somebody that fits our timeline. Tyler Hero
I
is 26 years
Didn't
old.
Tyler
Dallas,
get pitched by
Dallas
a
had a
man?
1.8% of getting the
chance.
first pick, bro.
Didn't Tyler
Dallas
Hero
had-
get bitched by a man? Just correct
Yeah,
me.
hold on. Forget all Tyler Hero bullshit. Because that's not
A
happening.
1.8%.
Say it again, AP. Hold on. Pause.
Hey,
Say-
y'all, come on.
Hold on, Donte. Hold on. Everybody.
1.8%, bro.
Say it one more time for the people in the back.
1.8%. They had a 1.8%
They had
chance to
a
get this
one,
number one pick.
and they got it. NBA is
That is
rigged.
diabolical.
I don't know why anyone's mad. To be honest, we already knew that. I'm gonna have to go back to my trade episode.
I'm
So
better
I'm
than
pretty sure
it's better than the Spurs, so I'm gonna take it.
I knew it wasn't gonna be us anyway. I just knew it wasn't gonna be us.
They say
As long as it wasn't Spurs, I'm cool with it.
Ryan said the Rockets put a tweet out talking about
Kyrie and Cooper Flag alley oops in Dallas is gonna be real nice for them in the future. It's gonna be nice.
It's got to be Booker.
It ain't
Gotta be
Booker.
Booker. Why
They
does it
don't
gotta be
want- they don't
Booker?
want
Why does it have to be Booker?
Because he's the
Houston
best
don't want
shooter.
Booker now.
They don't.
apparently.
Jules, they just came out today and said they don't want Booker.
Hang on, Jules. Why does it have to be Booker?
Because it has to be we have to get a shooter. I like Reed. I really like Reed. So I love Giannis, but I don't think Giannis is gonna. They gonna get. I just need shooters. We need somebody who can score without penetrating. And if you're gonna keep Green, we gotta find the best shooter available from the perimeter.
You think that?
And
You
that's
think that?
the best person that's on the trading block is Booker.
That's possible.
I mean, if you're gonna keep Green, I think you got to get Booker, because KD's too old. Like Ryan keeps saying, he's too old.
Well, my thing is, if you're trading for a guard, how do you get Booker without giving up Jalen?
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be
Because
tough.
our answer is like, because like our answer is, well, you don't want to trade Jalen, okay? And I mean, obviously, I don't want to either, right? Like I don't want to trade Jalen either, right? But then you've got Alfred Şengün, okay? We don't want to trade Şengün because he's
Tyler Hero. You don't trade that much and you get
Shut
a
up. Hey, hold on. I'm not done yet. And then we looking at
Preston.
Amen Thompson. We looking at Amen Thompson, right? Can't trade Amen Thompson. He a dog, right? So our top 3 players you can't trade.
Just
Okay.
listen to me. Just listen.
So does that mean? Hold
on.
We listened to you, and we done with that.
Hold on.
We heard it.
No,
we do
Preston,
not want to hear no more about Tyler Hero.
So does that mean?
Hold on, Preston educate me, right? Hold on.
Does that mean we have to give up one of or multiple between Jabari, Tari, Reed, and Cam? Okay, I'm okay with giving up Reed and Cam.
Yeah.
I don't want to give up Jabari or Tari.
No.
Right. So I'm just saying.
I give up Cam and Reed.
Yeah, Cam and Reed. Yeah. So the trade package would look like what? Like, and if you're the Suns, feel free to laugh at this. Reed, Cam, top 10. Your other Phoenix pick back. Jock Landale.
For KD?
What about Fred?
No,
What
for
about Fred?
Booker.
What about Fred?
We Do you think they want, respectfully,
To
do you
make
think they want Fred?
to make the salaries match.
Respectfully, do you think they want Fred? Do you think they're looking at Fred, licking their chops? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
No.
I think for the salaries.
That's why you have Reed.
That's
No,
a-
because we have Fred on a team option, right? For $44 million. They would have
And he
to
hasn't even
aggregate
signed
more
on
players.
yet.
Yeah, right. And
How
we would
much-
have
how
to
much- how much
aggregate
Booker
more
make?
players. Booker makes
How much is Booker?
about
makes?
50. About 50. So yeah. Like money wise, you're like looking at it like, yeah. The thing is they can't aggregate players like we can, right? But we can't we would just have to not have Fred on the team, or he would have to re-sign for a much smaller contract. Like we're talking like maybe $14 million a year.
Could we add a third team to make a three-team trade to make everything work?
No,
That's possible.
that's possible, but then it just
Okay.
gets too tricky for Phoenix at the end of the day because they're a second apron team, right? So they can't aggregate too many salaries. Plus, they don't have picks to give away, right? It would be in the market of Houston making the money work for another team and us trading away more second round picks, likely on top of maybe giving away something else that could be valuable.
Okay.
Can I
I'm done.
can I say?
Yeah,
my
sure.
piece?
Yes, Ryan. Go ahead. To
So
explain
here's
Tyler
one-
Herro to the crowd.
Let me explain. Fred VanVleet is probably going to resign with us. Fine. Cam Whitmore doesn't get minutes. Ever. He doesn't play. We're not going to use him for anything. Trade him. I'm happy to. Jalen Green. I love Jalen Green. Yeah, the beef is off. Bro, the beef would not exist if we brought him here. It would be gone. They literally said they resolved it.
I don't think I'd want
I
Hero.
don't want no guy. I don't want no damn Tyler Hero, bro.
But I don't let him cook.
Let Ryan finish.
Let him cook.
Tyler Hero was a 25 point per game scorer. He was a 21 point per game scorer off the bench. 6th man of the year, going to the finals, taking the Heat to the finals with Jimmy Butler. Right? He was their second best option. He is their best scoring. Yeah, he was their second best option after Jimmy. Absolutely.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm listening.
Look, Tyler Hero is a dominant scorer. He was a first-time All-Star this year. He's 26 years old. He fits our timeline. He fits a 10-year time, a 7 to 10 year timeline for us. He's young. He's 6th man of the year. He's an All-Star. He has 2-time Finals experience. He has 4-time Eastern Conference Finals experience. He's been with an amazing coach throughout his career. He'll only have a better coach here. Spoelstra is a great coach, and if you say otherwise, then you're tripping balls.
Okay. All right. So
why you
Continue.
So educate me. How would the team look with a Tyro Hero, and who you trading away?
Okay, so I have a question. What do we
Is
not
it
have
not
now?
right?
What do we not have now that we need more than anything? And we only need one of it.
Shooter.
Thank you.
But who
So-
you trading for?
Who you
though?
trading away? Like I said, like Preston
I'm
made a
trading
point.
Cam.
If you want to make a trade and you want a player, then you have to give us
Right. No,
a trade
I
incentive,
would.
and how a team go forward.
So this is what Pat Riley would want. Pat Riley would probably want Cam Whitmore. He'd want.
Nope. Deal's closed right there. That's it.
Nope. He's not gonna.
He
Hang
would
on,
want
I
the
don't want to
Suns
interrupt you, but he's not gonna take Cam.
You do like it.
Hold on. Let me continue. He would want Cam. He would want the Suns picks, and he'd probably want like Jalen Green or Reed Shepard. I'm happy with that. Throw the.
You really gonna give up that dude? for-
Hang on.
Bro,
He gotta go in timeout.
bro,
Ain't
really?
no way in hell.
Can we say that
Ain't no way in hell I'm giving up Reed Shepard, Cam
And Jalen.
Whitmore, Jalen Green for no goddamn Tyler Hero.
In the Suns pick?
And picks.
How many picks?
Hold on.
How
I
many
didn't even
picks?
say what I would give. I'm saying what Pat Riley would want.
What about
I
Ben?
didn't even get to say what I would give.
What
Okay,
would
so
you- hold on.
so
What would you give? What would you give?
I would give Cam, Reed, and I'd give the Suns picks. That's plenty.
That's too
Hang on,
much.
all three Suns picks.
All
All
three
three of the
Suns
Suns
picks.
picks?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
too much.
No.
No.
Again, so
So first time All-Star was
Hold on,
26
say-
years old.
say-
He's
come in right here.
40% from
This
three.
is how I feel. This is how I feel right here. Cam
No,
is
he's not.
better than Tyler Hero
No,
right
he's
now at
No,
20
he's
years
not.
old.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
Let's be
Well,
for
hold
real.
on.
Let's be for real.
When Cam gets to be 26 years old in 6 years,
We won't have him when he's 26, regardless.
Hold on. I'm gonna go on
Cam is
Preston
better
Ryan's
right
side. If Cam can produce, maybe he's still up in the air about his maturity. He could be, or he could self-destruct himself, and you'll never know what Cam could be.
Exactly.
He's on that level of what you'll know what Cam's gonna be.
Yes. Now, so Ryan, I'm not 100% disagreeing with you. Would I like Tyler Hero in a perfect world where it makes sense? Absolutely.
It does make sense. It makes perfect sense. He's a shooter. That's all we need.
Hang on. Just because they fit the mold of a player that you're looking for doesn't mean you want that player, right? Has he done a lot in his career? Yes. What, like, specifically, without the best player on the court, Jimmy Butler?
Bring that experience to Houston. Yes.
What experience?
But KD has more experience, and he's older.
What experience?
That's exactly why we don't want KD. He has that experience, and he's older. He's
Yeah, but
much
we're not
older.
going
He
to be a
doesn't
title
fit the
contender with
timeline.
Tyler Hero.
Tyler Hero. How many times has Kevin Durant been to the finals? Twice?
3 times.
3 times?
4 times, actually. He's been there 4.
Okay.
4.
So, yeah, how many times?
Tyler Hero's been to the finals twice. He's 26 years old.
Not by himself, though. Not by himself.
Yeah.
He was in
Kevin Durant didn't go by himself.
Hang on.
Yeah, that's the main. No, not by himself, but he went as the
main man. Tyler Hero went as the second, third.
Kevin Durant was the man.
But Tyler Hero went as the shooter on that team.
It doesn't
He went
matter.
as the we need a bucket after Jimmy Butler. He went as the shooter.
Did you forget about Bam Adebayo, who had a near triple-double in the finals? And Bam Adebayo, who was a near defensive player of the year 3 times?
But Bam wasn't their shooter.
That's not the point that I'm making.
The point that I'm making
is you're over-evaluating, you're over-inflating, right? Tyler Hero compared to who had a good team around him, and Pat Riley brought out guys.
I'm just saying, dude, we have our superstars. We have our superstars, and it won't take as much to get Tyler Hero as it would to get any other superstar.
KD?
I'm not saying that either. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that Hero's an all-star. It won't take as much to get him as other superstars, and we already have our superstars on our team. But it's a sacrifice that I'm willing to make because all we need is a good shooter.
But you know who will be cheaper? Who will be cheaper? Who's younger and gives you the same thing? That would be Tyrese Maxey.
Tyrese Maxey's not cheaper than Tyler Hero. He is not cheaper. He is not cheaper. What he proposed.
I'm talking about as far as cost.
That.
No. I'm talking about as far as what you have to give up because they got the number 4 pick, number 3 pick.
No. You got to give up everything for Tyrese Maxey. If they got the number 3 pick, right, and you're trading for Tyrese Maxey, the only person that they're trading for,
dude, I got the whole fan base.
Sixers are trading right now are for the Joel Embiid. He would be the only person they're trading is Joel Embiid and maybe PG-13, right? But even then, because they'd be pivoting away from the two.
So I do have.
You're not trading Tyrese Maxey.
I got you. I got a separate name that is very interesting. It's on the older side.
The point that I'm trying to make is that all we need is a shooter that isn't going to cost as much as Kevin Durant, Tyrese Maxey, Trae Young. We don't need that. We have our superstars. We have a man.
I'm interested what AD got to say. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. There's a name, and he's injured right now.
Oh Lord,
that could be interesting. That is an older guy that would be a significant upgrade at a pivotal position that we have, and can solve a lot of issues.
Okay.
And he plays in the same division that we play in. He plays in the same state that we play in. He just plays a little north.
If you say Kyrie Irving, I might boot you out your own street.
I'm sorry, I'm out on this one.
Put yourself in time out.
So explain. What's your reasoning so I can?
No, Preston. We're not even going. We're not doing that. If Ryan can't say something that's more realistic than him, we ain't letting AD speak. Damn that. We talk about real.
Kyrie is not realistic.
Wait. Hang on. Dallas just got the top pick in the draft.
Yes.
Right.
They got Kyrie, who is
going to be out all next year
on his contract. He's got 1 year on his contract, and he's out all year next year.
And he's like 33.
So he's not coming back at all. This would be a Steven Adams trade, if you will. They're not giving us Kyrie Irving for anything less of maximum of what his value is, because of what he got injured when he left, right? What his value was when he left, right? I don't see that as realistic just because he's currently injured and the Dallas Mavericks are saying, hey, we want this. And Houston's like, no, we want this. We want to give this up. And there's just not going to be – I just don't see them meeting in the middle without Houston giving up too much. But what would be a trade you'd be willing to see for them?
So I'm debating on two players that I want to interchange with because I know that he's a clear upgrade over Fred. For not this year, but the next year, he'll be a clear undoubted upgrade over Fred VanVleet.
Who?
Right.
Kyrie Irving.
But is he part of a team? Is he want to be part of this team? You know, Kyrie is that player that he has to be bought in before he's.
Why wouldn't he be bought in a potential? Like I felt like he was bought in Dallas. AD just got hurt.
I don't think he had a choice to not be bought in because of his past.
And that's what would happen if you're in Houston. You don't have a choice but to be bought in.
I would like to make that
in basketball, he definitely have a choice.
Superstars
run the league. He has a choice.
If we're looking for Kyrie in 2 years, that's going to be like looking for KD now. He's 36. He's hurt. He's had his injuries. It's going to cost too much to get him. Why would we do it?
Games this season. It ain't like he didn't. He missed a lot. He played 62 games this season. He was pretty healthy until that injury against him.
Yeah, and that injury is going to ruin his career.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Are you talking about AD or Kyrie here?
No.
Aiden, are we talking about AD or Kyrie for that?
He's talking about Kyrie.
Yeah.
Kyrie.
Well, I was talking about KD. You talking about he keep bringing up KD age.
Because we're talking about KD.
I was talking about KD. And
because KD is going to be the cheaper option. They don't have to send a bunch to get Kevin Durant.
But in Houston, KD doesn't require to have a lot of minutes. We can manage his time and his.
It'll cost too much to get him.
You're gonna put more shooters around Kevin Durant. They're gonna what?
Oh, hold on. Where? Let's go back. Where are the Suns picking right now?
Nowhere. Suns are gonna be desperate to get those picks back,
dude.
And that 10th pick is.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying right now?
Well, here's the thing: is a lot of the trades we've brought up have been around those Phoenix picks, right? That's what we've been saying. It's like, oh, this person costs too much. This person costs too much, right? It sounds like no matter who we're trading for, we have to give up 2 of the Phoenix picks anyway, right? If we get Kevin Durant, is it possible to get Kevin Durant without giving up all 3 of the Phoenix picks?
No.
Like I'm just trying to look at it from the Phoenix side of things,
right? Who you package.
Right. I'm just trying to look at where Phoenix is at and the Suns management of, are they in the market of like, yeah, we want to get screwed over. We'll get anything you want and get on their knees, like, are they doing that? Because they haven't yet. And I feel like if they were at that point, they would have done it when they realized they weren't even making the playoffs. And I think they would have just taken their chances at trading the second we didn't make the playoffs, right? I think they would have been calling our number immediately every single day like that.
They should be calling us.
Yes, they should be calling us. They should be coming to they should be at our table.
And they're screwed because of that Bradley Beal contract too. They're screwed. They need help over there.
So here's a good point: is maybe Phoenix is like, hey, number 2 sweeter than 10, right? Maybe we just want to pivot and retool because their whole
issue. They mean Booker going, not KD.
I mean that's what.
No, they have a guard. It would be KD. They have Stephon Castle. They have
well, they'd be giving up Stephon Castle.
Exactly.
Yeah, San Antonio would ship that
like
off.
It'd probably be like Stephon Castle, Keldon Johnson,
number 2,
number 2, and probably like their next 2 or 3 future firsts. But that probably gets you Kevin Durant because you're looking at Stephon Castle versus Cam Whitmore or even Reed Shepherd, and just looking at that, like Stephon Castle was pretty entertaining to watch. He's got a healthy future, and most importantly, he was taught under Coach Pop next to Chris Paul, and he got
and Chris Paul is coming back too.
Yeah. So I honestly, I think they'd probably get Kevin Durant because Spurs would probably be more likely to make that. Hey, let's give up 2 or 3 firsts plus Stephon Castle and Keldon Johnson.
Yep, the NBA wants to get Wemby help, and
I'm gonna
shit.
tell you this right now: they
If you
can
want
put
to
as,
get Wemby a
Kevin
ring as
Durant.
soon as
they can
possible.
put as many pieces as they want in San Antonio. Wemby is going to get hurt.
Yeah,
It's
Well,
inevitable.
sure, and that's what we're saying now, right? Who knows? But here's what I am gonna say: is can you imagine you're a fast break or a team where you're busting out Kevin Durant and Wemby in the same lineup?
Giannis and Wemby in the same lineup is crazy.
Yeah,
Giannis and
would
Wemby.
be scary.
Yep,
know?
and now they have the 2 pick.
So
That's
So if they
cheap. Giannis
They
and
may not
Wemby.
even draft
Giannis,
nobody with that pick.
bro,
That's
Giannis
probably
and
the
Wemby.
trade package.
Giannis and Wemby, that's cheating, bro. That's like cheating, bro. Come on, man.
and you got Chris Paul there. That's Lob City 2.0.
Yeah, if the Spurs
And
do that, you
got
have
D
to go
Fox.
get
And
Kevin
you got
Durant.
D Fox there, bro.
You gotta
gotta
stay
be-
competitive.
bro. That's
Yeah.
like cheating, bro.
So
What do y'all think the odds are that we trade up and then trade that pick?
I want to say
Hey, this my brother.
Okay.
Hey, my
Boxing
brother,
match, boxing
brother
match.
in hell.
We got the boxing match, y'all. There we go.
Hold on. We got it scheduled now. Hold on, we got it scheduled now.
All right, AK, let's hear
Telling me
your
to go to
opinion.
hell. I'm like,
We're-
why I gotta join you?
hold on.
Nah, I need company, bro.
you need company.
I ain't finna be down there by myself. I need somebody to bully.
You ain't bullying me.
Bull and a half shit.
I ain't Mexican OT.
Let's do it.
Wow.
All right, AK, what you think about the boys getting the 10th pick? What do you think we're doing with it?
If I don't know, bro. Like this organization just when you think they finna do what everybody think they're gonna do, they just do what they want to do, which is not always a bad thing. A lot of times it ends up being a good thing. So I'm thinking they're gonna end up attaching it to Dylan Brooks and kicking the can down the road, open some more time up for guys like Tari and Bari and even Cam Whitmore, just to get the pace going a little bit more because Dylan played a little slow. So I'm thinking they do something like that, or if they keep the pick and they may draft somebody like a common Mihailuk from Duke, because he does provide a skill set that we sorely need that we do not have, which is a vertical threat, vertical spacer, rebounder, shot blocker. We don't have anything close to resembling that right now. So that might be something that they look to do. But if we do that, I don't know what that says about our chances of keeping Steven Adams, because Steven Adams might have played his way out of a contract with Houston, and he probably found his way onto a starting role with another team that may need a big man, cough, cough, Lakers. So, yeah, so
Okay,
hell,
That's
Phoenix.
interesting.
Phoenix could be one.
Lakers don't have no money.
When you the Lakers, you don't ever need money. Look at the type of deals that they pull off with the league, bro. I don't know if it was on here when I said it, bro. When I told y'all when Luka left the way that he did, when he got traded like that, there was a backroom deal made, and we're gonna find out one of these days what it was. We found out a lot sooner than we thought.
Hey, I want Cooper Flag's number to be 18.
I almost made a joke, like a Shannon Sharp joke, but I'm gonna let you make it.
No, you get why it's 18, though, right?
No.
Nah, why?
They had a 1.8 chance to get the number one overall.
1.8
Oh, wow.
chance for this number one pick.
I thought it's because he's like 18 or some shit.
That's
No,
wild.
Now that is a Shannon Sharp. That's all that is.
No, that low-key makes sense. He's 18 and they had a 1.8% chance. It was
Damn,
dumb.
he older than you, Ryan?
All right, so AK, look, I have a question for you, right?
I ain't got no answer for you.
Just don't go
I
off.
want to hear AK's thoughts on my Kyrie situation.
No, I want to hear AK's thoughts on my.
I didn't even hear what you said.
Really, I wanted to talk about that Tyler Hero trade. What do you think?
No.
Let's do Diamond first.
So, what's the one thing the Rockets desperately need?
I don't even know about this, but it's kind of even. It could be. You could say shooting.
Yes.
You could say.
Don't do it.
A pace setter. You can say a vertical threat. Like you can evenly distribute the three, bro. Like I don't even know if I'm being honest.
Right?
We need
We don't have
we
a
need the Mortal Kombat. Get over here.
right.
He's stupid.
Go ahead, Ryan. Go ahead.
Reed Shepard, Sunspix.
Man,
I'm gonna let you finish though.
Hey,
I'm gonna let you finish.
Start over. Say it again.
All right. What would it take for you to want to trade for Tyler Hero? And hear me out. He. Hear me out, okay, please. Hear me out. Right?
Ryan just trying to get some representation in H-Town.
Yes, I do want some representation.
That's really what it is.
You already
So you want a DEI hire? I thought they said we're done with DEI, bro. They're gonna fine you and put you in jail if you do DEI, bro. So why are you trying to do this, bro? But anyway, I'm gonna let you cook. Go ahead, bro. Let me hear the whole thing out so I know what to shut down first.
Because he's
He is burning water.
He wouldn't be as expensive as it is to get Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, Trae Young, whatever shooting people we can get, right? He's younger than Kevin Durant. He's a first-time All-Star. He's been to the finals twice. He's been to the Eastern Conference Finals 4 times. He's played under a great coach. You know, he has the experience. I'm just wondering what you would think about him on this team because he brings a shooting presence, and we already have the defense to surround him as a shooter.
Hold on. It's when you say we had the defense to surround him, you do realize we already have to insulate one guy. So you want to try to insulate two?
What do you mean?
I knew that was.
If you look at how we played defense all season, this is not to crap on Şengün's defense. It did improve, but let's keep it a beam. We did as much as we did on the perimeter to protect him. If you got to protect two guys like that with the way that we play defense, how much zone are you gonna play? Like, what are we doing?
A lot.
I'm about to get real racist right now.
I mean, our defense is good as it is.
Okay. Now let me ask you this, bro. Is it? I don't think you realize how bad Tyler Hero is on defense, bro. He looks.
I know that he's terrible on defense. I'm aware of that.
You know what Darius
we already have great defense around that.
Did you listen to Darius Garland, Ryan? Did you listen to Darius Garland? What Darius Garland said? He said we went at Tyler Hero every single time, and it worked. That's what they did the whole series. They went at Tyler Hero every single time, and it worked.
Ryan, bro, I appreciate you trying to make up for a skill set that we desperately need, and we definitely need it. But we're not sacrificing. Like you look, Cam Whitmore is a better defensive player than Tyler Hero. Okay, Cam Whitmore not even playing.
So how can you know that he's a better defender?
What you mean? How do I know? Because my eyes tell me. I watch games.
No, I know, but like,
I could go get a bucket on Tyler Hero.
Okay.
It gotta be within a couple of minutes because I'm winded after that, bro. I'm done. But that boy ain't moving his feet.
AK, you're speaking because I remember that video that came out 2 years ago where Tyler Hero got cooked by his own guy at the camp. Remember that? Y'all remember that video?
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Ryan, bro, I get where you coming from. The idea isn't bad.
It's not as expensive. We already have a good defensive team.
But why do we have to go?
Udoka turned Jalen into a good defender.
But why do we have to do it?
I'm not saying we have to. I brought it up as an idea. I'm not saying we have to.
Okay, and if we was to make hear me out. If we was to make a deal like that, bro, it's not for no Tyler Hero, bro. I guarantee you that.
And that's fine. I'm just saying.
Hey, y'all remember this?
That wasn't Tyler Hero, by the way. That's not Tyler Hero, just so you know.
Woo! Wait! Nah, that's crazy.
Whoa, my
pretty sure that the title said Tyler Hero gets scored on at his own camp. But
it got me that that wasn't Tyler Hero.
It looked just like him.
Regardless, what you think if we had to play Kyrie, if Kyrie was being guarded by Tyler Hero on an island one-on-one? Matter of fact, how about this too, bro? I want you to go back to this Warrior series, bro. Do you know why Steph is hurt right now? Do you see how hard he had to work against anyone that was on him?
And then Thompson, Fred.
It's free eats if it's Tyler Hero, bro.
Yo, even Şengün had a couple good plays on him on the perimeter.
That's what I'm saying. Like Steph was in Hades, bro. He was in the hottest part of hell. You talking about some Tyler
I am
Hero,
an avid
bro?
Tyler Hero fan.
Clearly,
Listen, and that's okay. Like it depends.
I just think that he would make up for the shooting.
You can't play a Tyler Hero like you can't play no leaky guards without a shot blocker, bro.
This is
Well,
Amen
That's
Thompson.
the only time you can get away with that.
This is Amen Thompson. This is in practice. This is Amen Thompson. You know, and we see right here. This will be Tyler Hero.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh man, I wonder what's about to happen. Hang on. We're gonna talk some shit.
that's low key. That's low key.
But Ryan, you feel me on that though, man? Because
Amen coming up, just like I'm about to do AK.
Wow. Okay.
That's a sucker move, bro.
You ain't even masked the right hand, bro. Like, I'm gonna duck up under that and yap yap. That's a inside of your head.
That's a whole move right there, though.
I mean, it'd be suspended.
Draymond is a hoe.
Right.
That's a hoe. Yeah, from a hoe ass dude.
Right. I don't know why you promoting this shit. That's a whole move right there.
Dude, my boy back home just texted me and said Rockets fans don't want Tyler Hero. Oh, it's over.
See, bro, even your own friends.
Oh, that's all.
Yeah,
bro.
like Ryan, bro. You can't GM with feelings, bro.
Okay, no. I'm gonna shout him out. He said he's a better version of Jalen Green. Y'all make it that.
KD will definitely be the cheaper option to get Tyler Hero. And it won't hurt.
They don't even play the same.
No, if you kick my dog,
way.
I would be going to the feds. Straight up.
KD will be playing with some
If
dogs.
somebody kick my dog, I'm Draymond Green.
Hey, but I'm about to head out in like a few minutes, so.
Man, the Lord answers prayer.
Yeah, get your take off.
No. I need AK to hit my Kyrie sabbatical.
I'm hearing it.
My
Cowboys
Kyrie.
traded for
So I'm putting in the atmosphere that Kyrie trade is a possibility for the Houston.
And we're gonna shoot it down every time.
I don't think so. But
Go ahead, E. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
So again, Kyrie Irving, I know is an upgrade of what you currently have in Fred VanVleet. Am I right? Am I wrong?
He is.
Mm-hmm.
But he's hurt and he's 33 years old.
Let him. Let me hear the whole. Let me hear the whole thing.
We already know. You sit up here. Brian, you have talked about Tyler Hero for no lie, 45 minutes on this podcast. Yes. No lie. You left and you left talking about Tyler Hero, came back talking about Tyler Hero. I'm asking for 2 minutes for Kyrie Irving.
You might as well change your name too, Tyler.
And we don't want to hear neither one of you assholes about Tyler Hero or Kyrie Irving.
I will give you another name before, because I'm throwing out names right now.
I'm listening, bro.
Clearly,
Kobe White.
Yes.
Nah.
Yes.
Nah. Because
what's the package? Yes.
No. I'm gonna tell you why. But no, you're right. Go ahead and give me the package. Let me hear you out, bro.
So the package will be considerably less. You're talking about number 10.
Okay.
You only see Ryan's good name, by the way.
You will see number 10. You will see. I would go with combination. I would either do Reed or Cam. Oh shit, he left. What happened?
Do Cam first.
I would say if you want to do Reed or Cam, if you go Cam, and you do Cam number 10 and probably 2 second-round picks.
So wait, Kobe White coming to play what position?
Score. That's what he comes to, shooter. That's the position he plays, shooter.
I'm trying to think, bro.
Oh, I don't hate it. Look at this stat.
Well, here's my thing, bro. I'm even worried about even just getting a shooter in general because I don't even trust. I absolutely can't trust Ime Udoka to draw up anything resembling an NBA offense, bro. I just can't.
Well, I mean,
you can sit there and have shooters
from the 3-point line last year and shot 90% from the free throw line last year.
So guess what? Trust me, I watched a lot of Bulls games because I was trying to. I wanted to slander Josh Giddey and I couldn't. So Pete, hear me out, bro. They play at a breakneck pace. So Kobe White was getting a lot of nice, clean looks, getting set up correctly by a real point guard over there in Josh Giddey.
Dude,
He wasn't being looked over or looked off for Dylan Brooks post ups. It wasn't nothing like that over there, bro. Like they was trying to get it and go. So, do you trust Ime Udoka? Now, let me ask you this: Is Dylan Brooks still on the team? Because low key, I hate to say it, bro, he might be the odd man out.
I think, yeah, he might be.
Because you can't have Dylan, Fred, and Şengün all at the same time because you're gonna play way too slow. You're gonna play slower than it's optimal.
Too, so yeah, Dylan would be the odd man out.
So is Dylan still here in that context? Because if he is, now you mucking up the waters because their playing time not gonna look pretty. Because Dylan ain't going to no bench under Udoka.
No,
you don't think so?
So it's I wouldn't shoot that down, bro. To be honest with you, if I'm keeping it a buck, I still don't trust Ime to draw up anything for him that look clean game after game. He probably gonna come here and average 12 points a game. But is Dylan in the picture or is Dylan gone in a separate deal? What is your ideal rotation? I'm looking at it a whole different way. I ain't just looking at it from, well, we're just gonna add Kobe White. And then if he does come here, is he starting? Because if he's starting, you're gonna run into a lot of the same problems that you ran into when Amen Thompson started over Jabari. You're gonna have a lot of rebounding issues. You're gonna have some defensive issues in that starting lineup. Not necessarily from guarding, but just finishing off a defensive possession.
But if you swap him out for Fred, it's not much.
You trust Kobe White to run your point full time?
I trust him right now. Yeah.
You trust run point for 28 minutes?
I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know if that's a good idea, to be honest with you.
So
I'm not saying that he can't.
Hold on. Let me say this.
Go ahead.
Let me say this. If you saying, okay, you don't trust Kobe White to run the point and run the offense
full time,
then you just say he runs a communist offense? Ain't that the point of Jalen get it this night, Amen get it this night, Kobe get it this night, and I'm gonna leave you on that and let you ponder because I gotta go.
Now go ahead.
We'll talk about it another time. I holler at y'all.
We can, but
the
rest of y'all know what I've been saying about that communist offense. It was built for Dylan Brooks and Dylan Brooks alone. That is why they do it. Tell me I am lying. Because how many times has Dylan felt the freedom to look off better players because he got a little point guard on him? Now, granted, he did his little thing, but he screwed up the hierarchy a lot because one thing I knew about Fred will take a step back. At least we knew he'll take a step back. Dylan, no.
All right, so I want to say two things quickly about the Rockets. The first one is I apologize to the entire Rockets community for rage baiting.
You getting a Ryan apology
and being yourself.
Yeah, for being myself and rage baiting every one of y'all after I said Tyler Hero because I did drag it a little bit.
As in it's
at first I had convinced myself of it, but after further conversation, I decided it wasn't a good idea and just kept rage baiting y'all.
So why?
I apologize. And then the second thing
is on you.
Wow, okay. All right.
Go ahead, continue. Go ahead.
Second thing is, my friend just texted me and said, I realize the Rockets make stupid decisions once they build up their team.
Oh, okay.
Can he give examples? Can he give us? I would love for him to come up here because when I start asking questions, he gonna backpedal like a mug. Because he gonna say the Rockets, but people like that, they just look at the damn franchise. They don't realize that there's different regimes in the front office that go along with it. He don't realize that. I guarantee you, he don't even know who the GM name is.
No, he does. He's tapped in.
He does? Yeah, you probably had to tell him.
Who is he a fan?
What?
Is he a fan?
Yes, he's a fan.
Of what? Is he like what kind of fan? Like the type that blow?
Here, I'll show. I don't know if he wants me to show this picture, but when we were
the Suns are picking 29.
When we came back down 3-1.
You said when you were like 5 years old, so like a couple years ago?
Dude, no. When we came back down 3-1 against the Clippers, there's a picture of him like with his fist up, like this.
Bro,
like,
he's
as a newborn.
No.
He was 5, bro. That's different, bro.
It was when we came back. What? It was like 2016. Whenever we came back down 3-1 against the Clippers.
How old were you when this happened?
12.
Bull and you know what? I'm gonna let you make it. You said 12. You 12 now. I'm talking about you was 12. You same age as them damn Warriors fans.
Your friend, I think, needs to stay off the, in the words of Stephen A. Smith, the weed.
No, that ain't the thing. That ain't the drug of choice on the streets no more, bro. They're 50.
We're not gonna flame him in here. He's actually a very educated man.
You can be educated and still be a fool. Have you ever heard of an educated fool?
Yeah, AK Infinity.
There it is.
Damn.
You can use me as an example. You could be an educated fool. It happens, bro. How you think folks be getting in office? But anyway.
But no, he is a diehard Rockets fan. I'll tell you, we went to
die hard or dead hard.
What?
He die or dead hard.
Die hard?
He gets it.
I still think we're going for Kevin Durant. I just don't see.
AK or AP, why do you think we're going for KD? Thank you.
I mean, he fit. I get the age, whatever. He's 36, but he fits the mold. He fits everything that we need. We need a closer. We need a shooter. You can build around Kevin Durant. Get some more shooters.
You can build around Kevin Durant.
What was the first thing that you just said?
Come on, AK. Go get Malik Beasley.
All I'm gonna do is ask you some questions, bro, and I'm gonna let you figure it out on your own, bro.
AP, what was the first thing you just said about Kevin Durant? Whose phone is that?
Yeah. That was mine.
Surprise, surprise.
He fits the mold.
No, not that. After that.
He's a closer.
He's a closer.
We need a closer.
He was so good at closing, he closed the doors to the playoffs. I appreciate that. I respect
hold on. How many games against the Rockets did he close this past season? I'm just asking because I got a bad memory. I'm old.
Brooks closed it when I was at the game, so Dylan Brooks hit 2 clutch threes and win the game.
Yeah, KD was doing.
Basketball is more than closing, bro, and there's a lot of nuance to it too when you trading for an old player. And I'm a KD guy. I've been since high school. Since he was in high school, I've been a KD guy. So this ain't no haterism.
We got to give up more of the farm if we're going for like Giannis or
you giving up the farm and the dog. But KD, yeah, you may not give up as much because you have the assets of the team that he's on. However,
that's what we think for next year, 2 years.
But when if you're gonna go and get KD, guess what else you got to do?
Give it up.
You gotta start making deals to win now because he on borrowed time.
Yeah, that's true.
So I have a question.
I would have liked
if you can get them.
So I have a question before I leave. All y'all NBA experts, all that. Are we wanting to win or want to win cheaply? What's the goal? Is the goal to win at all costs? Or to win on a cheap, but not to give so much, or he's cheaper than this player, he's cheaper. What is the best scenario, just among us, amateur sports guys, what is the best possible way to improve this team with number 10 pick or trading pick, or who is the best option without trying to be cheap about it?
Well, AK, I want you to answer that, AK, please.
So Rafael Stone has said himself that his first goal is to, build from within. And that's one, but also he want to have a largest window for the longest period of time instead of being a Phoenix, a Brooklyn, who else? What's another team they tried to pull off this horse crap?
You could say Dallas, maybe. You could say
Dallas.
No,
Dallas didn't do it wrong.
Bullshit.
Clippers.
Clippers.
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee, at least they won one with their core guy.
Yeah.
So I can't really say Milwaukee. So they fall off of that. But if you want to say because they traded for Dame, I mean that's not working. A lot of times, bro, it's a chemistry thing, man. Like you want to look at the Denver model, you want to look at the Boston model, bro. Like they don't look like teams that's not going to be contenders no time soon. They don't look like a team that's going to fall off. Neither one of them two.
Okay, see,
Boston's about to go home, but yeah.
Okay, see the same way. That's not a team that look like that's gonna fall.
OKC is another one, and they still on the upswing.
They still on the
Denver
upswing
and Boston, they here right now.
Yeah,
they're peaking. What's the name? OKC can still take another step.
They can still take another leap. Yeah.
And don't forget Boston made trades to get better through this whole run too. They wouldn't. Okay, I know Marcus Smart was a good player. That's a good player.
Okay,
they got Drew Holiday.
Remember,
original moves.
So they were still making moves to get better. I hear a lot of Rocket fans saying, "Well, we can't trade anybody because we're here." If you mentioned long-term teams, a long-term goal, and that should be the same role. Like, hey, we could have to trade some players, even though we love them, we like them, we draft them to get better.
Yeah, we're gonna have to trade somebody, but here's the thing, bro. So follow me. None of them teams that I mentioned did the superstar trade and was better off for it.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
In Boston, Boston core is down. Boston core.
Yeah, they drafted their core.
They really drafted.
They drafted their core. You trade for your ancillary pieces, but you want to draft your core, bro. You're gonna draft some of your ancillary pieces too, but it's a matter of when you make these superstar trades. There's a lot of concessions that you got to make, and they can really ruin your chemistry if you don't. Man, I don't think people. It's like people be seeing what other teams have been doing, and they just like, well, it'll work over here. You sure about that? Why would it work here when it's never worked? Not that it can't work, but man, when you want to start trading for superstars, this is the time to do it. How the Clippers are trying to do it because dudes was old. Well, I can't even say that because they was young before they got old, so I can't even say them. But look how Phoenix screwed up their rebuild.
Yeah.
Once they got
chemistry. There was no chemistry at all with that team.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
nope, not at all.
So who would you want to trade for?
I'm not the biggest trade for this, trade for that person. Like, I'm not big on it. I'm a guy, like, I see that these guys are on the upswing. What I would do is, here's the problem with some coaches, right? When you're on the upswing, you see that there's players that probably should get more playing time, but they won't because coaches are going to play that veteran over them young guys. Like, okay, Tari made some mistakes. He would have made less mistakes if he was able to play through the mistakes earlier. Okay. Like, that's just fact.
So, AK, you got the GM hat on right now.
Right.
Lord have mercy.
Right now. What are you doing?
I ain't said it. Well, I ain't actually said it. But if it's me, bro, if it's me, if I'm going to trade anybody, obviously Dylan Brooks is probably going to end up being in the deal. Mm-hmm. And it also depends, am I keeping Steven Adams or not? Is he staying or not? If he's staying,
you the GM. Tell us what tell what you want to do.
I'm gonna assume. So I have to assume Steven Adams might be gone. That's just an assumption that I'm gonna make. Okay. If Steven Adams is gone, I'm gonna maybe shop Dylan Brooks alone to see if I can get a backup center, and I'm gonna still draft a backup center.
I like that.
Okay. And the reason why I'm not gonna add to the wing depth is because we moving Dylan out and opened up playing time for Cam Whitmore now. So now we could probably again play to a little bit more of our strengths, which is playing faster. And Cam can shoot, so we got more shooting on the floor. He may still be a hijacker on offense from time to time now. We're gonna have to deal with that. We're gonna coach him through that though. But yeah, I'm gonna try to trade Dylan for somebody like, and don't laugh at me when I say this. I'm gonna try to is what's the name?
But his attitude is what took Cam out of the lineup in the first place, in the rotation.
Well, you're gonna get it.
So you say running back and draft the 10.
Well,
AK's old
draft. I'm drafting the Adams. I'm gonna draft an Adams replacement, and I'm gonna trade for an Adams replacement. I'm gonna do both of those. But and the reason why, well, it depends who's available in the draft. Like, see, it's hard because there's so many unknowns right now. Mm-hmm. But if I had it my way, I'm gonna try to draft somebody. Man, this is too much, bro. Or no. That's what I do. Here we go. I'm trading back. I'm trading out of that 10 spot, and I'm gonna collect some assets. And depending on what assets I collect, it might be an adjacent move that I make, or not an adjacent move, a secondary move that I make. on top of that.
So
My number one priority right now will probably be trading back. I'm gonna trade back to see what assets I can get and kick the can down the road a little bit.
So
Okay.
you're
Around the
picking,
world, I got you.
You're still like you're picking
So,
not at
AJ,
that
what
spot,
about-
but you're staying in the draft.
Right.
What
I can
about
trade out. I
trading
can
up?
trade back or I can trade out.
No,
It
sure.
just depends. What's on the table?
What about trading up and then trading that pick away again?
Trading
No.
up.
What do you have
Trading
to, you have to give, it depends on how much you have to give up, right? To trade.
It depends on how much I got to give up. One, two. Why would anybody want to trade up with me?
Well, say hypothetically, you get the 8th pick, right? I mean, teams are going to say, like you're saying, like, well, why would anybody want to trade up with Houston? Well, maybe we've got a guy. I don't know. I don't want to say Cam. He just, to me, I guess, probably seems like the odd man out. And we have
he
to
doesn't
something
play,
like
of course.
we'd have to get something back that is relative, of course. I don't know what that pick would be, but then you use that, and
Trey
I think
Johnson.
that pick would probably be better. Like if we move up to, I don't know, like 7, 6. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's
If you're gonna trade up, you trading up for somebody who's gonna be in a rotation. You're not gonna re-shepherd another player.
I think what Ryan is saying is you're trading up, and then now that pick that you've traded up for is going to be worth more than what the pick you had previously was.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
I don't know because I feel like it's a trade-off at that point.
Okay, so you're saying trade up to trade that pick, whatever pick we get when we move up.
Right.
I think that's
But
too many moving parts.
What? It is because because you're already gonna give up something to
trade
move
up.
up, and then you're gonna have to give up some more
Yeah, you're right.
to trade the pick. Like
You might well just trade if you got a player to trade the pick and trade the players gonna play because that trading up's gonna have the same draft picks.
So I'm gonna say yes, but I'm actually disagreeing. I'm not agreeing with Ryan 100%, but I see the move because then if a team was for sure like, oh, we're gonna try to trade with this team to trade up, and if Houston knows that a team is gonna pick that guy, and we at that pick, now we got them like this. So not only do we got Phoenix like this, but now we double fisting, and we got 2 different guys like that. Two
hold on, but if we trading up, we ain't got Phoenix like that no more.
I don't. Do you have to give up Phoenix picks?
Yes.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
I think there's a way to move up a couple spots without giving up Phoenix first. But again, I don't know. I'm not a GM. Right?
It's too much video gaming for me, bro.
So the novice football player, the novice football host, is there a player in the draft and a lottery a team was willing to trade up for? That it's like, oh, they got to get those players, that player. Because I know in football, I can name you a couple players that
there's at least 5 of them.
At least 5 of
to
them.
me.
So you have to trade to number 5 then.
At least.
So what is a trade package to go from 10 to 5? It seems like a lot to me.
Depends on what team we trading with. Let's see who at 5. Utah. I am not trading with Utah. I am not trading with Danny Ainge.
Yeah.
It ain't not Stone. No, he already be losing every trade almost damn near. He ain't. You're not trading with the Grand Wizard.
Oh wow.
Someone repeat 1 to 5 for me, please. What's 1 to 5?
Dallas, San Antonio. We knew, man, San Antonio. They got some real witchcraft down there. 76
witchcraft is one
Hornets. Man.
So wait, what's 3?
3 is Philly. Now, hold on. Now that we've established that, I didn't forgot about that. Here's the problem with Philly. They don't want Paul George no more. They're gonna have to attach 3 to Paul George.
And I want Paul George.
I don't
want Paul George because his knee's not gonna make it.
Right.
You may trade him, but his knee's gonna stay in Philly.
His knees been. I don't know. I'm not gonna say all that, but yeah, I'm not a fan.
Yeah, no, his knees have been in Oklahoma. We already know.
Nah, I want Quentin Grimes out of Philly. But...
So what, Preston?
So word.
He a restricted free agent though.
Hey, last question before I go: is there a great pick at 10 for the Rockets?
No.
If everything falls the way y'all want to fall, is there a solid pick that will make this team better next year? Team.
Well, I'm gonna say this: every draft somebody falls, bro.
Right.
It's gonna be out of if Trey Johnson fall. I am taking him. I am taking him.
Do we
And
think
he
he's
won't
gonna
play.
Trey Johnson would probably be there.
I love me some Trey Johnson, but it's either him or Common Mahalo.
Even though it's not because of
Common would be
not
there.
because he played at Texas, but Trey Johnson
Rasheed Fleming would be down there most
Yeah,
likely.
okay.
Trey Johnson crazy, bro.
Is there going to be
Jeremiah
a big
Fears from Oklahoma is going to be down there.
If Jeremiah Fears fall to 10, but then again, you add another point guard.
Could
He
Ace
ain't another
Bailey
point
fall?
guard.
Okay.
Ace Bailey?
I'm
I mean,
saying
honestly, teams are probably.
that range.
I think teams are maybe. I'm not saying hesitant, but they're definitely looking at it different because he was told that he was supposed to be this 6'10" guy that was able to score and do all this shit, and we find out he's actually 6'7". I think that does hurt Ace Bailey.
Oh, Ace Bailey.
Yeah, Ace Bailey was supposed to be 6'10", 6'11", and he's 6'7" and a quarter.
Man, I think he's.
I think that hurts a lot.
Man, you know they be juicing everybody.
I know. I agree. I remember
Fred VanVleet don't know damn 6 feet tall.
I remember when they were saying Paolo Banchero loses 5 pounds through sweat every day. I remember that. But I am gonna say,
I think, yeah, every game, something like that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say like I do think that is something interesting to think about for sure on that, right? Because again, remember Jabari, he was supposed to go number 1. AK, you missed it. Jabari was supposed to go number 1. And it was Jabari, Chet, and Paolo. And then what happened?
Cam was supposed to go in the lottery.
Cam was supposed to go top 5, top 10. Guess what happened?
Yep.
So I don't know. Anything can happen.
Fellas, y'all have a good night, man.
You too,
Appreciate it, bro. You too.
The Sporting News. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but Sporting News. They've got Trey Johnson going at number 9.
Boy, let me tell you something.
Edgecombe fall.
Edgecombe could fall.
Johnson, boy.
Edgecombe could fall.
He could fall.
And
if he fall, oh no, you jump on that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Edgecombe is cold.
And let me tell you something. If there's a Ime Udoka guy in this draft, it's Edgecombe. Full and full. Man, have you seen him play defense?
Who, Edgecombe? Yeah.
Yes.
Dude,
Dog.
he's an athletic freak.
He built like a tank. Like, nah, bro.
They got him going 3.
Edgecombe?
Yeah, Edgecombe. They've got him going 3 right now. Again, this is just the ratings that just dropped. So
I can see it.
It's possible, but I mean, Edgecombe next to whoever in Philly, I guess, whoever's left, whoever's knees are still working. I guess. I see a name on here, Derek Queen.
What about Conrad?
Yeah, Derek Queen is nice. I don't know if he's a Udoka guy.
Sure.
But I like him. His feet on defense leave a little bit to be desired.
And we kind of need a guy if we're making a draft selection. I feel like we're not drafting some young guy who's got a lot of potential. We're drafting a guy who's going to come in and make an impact day 1, and not just tout that he's going to make impact day 1, that he's going to change the team. No, someone who's going to come in and actually make a specific difference right away.
Trey Johnson.
I don't think it is a Trey Johnson.
Listen.
Is Trey Johnson available? Is Trey Johnson a 2 or a 1? AK? Is he a 2 or a 1?
Is he a 2 or a 1? What you mean? Is he a 2 or 1?
Or a shooting guard?
Oh, he a bucket guard. This is what he is.
So, how is that going to work if you've got hypothetically Fred, Jalen, Amen, some Cam minutes?
I'm assuming Cam gone.
I'm thinking Fred would probably be like under the learning tree for Trey Johnson.
Sure,
or maybe
but then you've got 4 guys that need the ball in their hands to be effective.
Yeah, I can see him being like under Fred's.
Hold on, who are the 4 that you say need the ball in their hands to be effective? Let me hear this out, bro.
Fred
don't need it to be effective. To be honest,
he
can play without the ball and be fine.
He can play without the ball, but in order to make the offense work, he kind of needs to have the ball, right? That's what we saw
Why
for
you
the
think
whole
so?
season. Because we weren't winning games with the ball in his hands as often.
Okay,
more often than not is what I'm saying.
I thought we wanted to get the ball in Amen Thompson's hands more.
I agree.
I got to go.
I agree that it should be in Amen's. You got to get.
You said you got to go
at 7:45.
Oh,
see how the Lord be answering prayers.
So I don't know. I'm looking at it like Fred's gonna have the ball less, but he's still a guy who has the ball. You have Reed, who we don't know much about, but is a ball handler. You have Jalen, and you have Amen, right? I feel like those are your top 4 in the guard spots. You add this guy to it. Is he a ball dominant guy? Can he just move the ball? Can he catch and shoot? I don't know.
He can catch and shoot, bro. He can catch and shoot. He can catch.
Is that a role he's going to be?
Man,
because he was just a guy over there, right?
See.
Just averaged 20. Is he going to come over, play for this team, and say, "Cool, I'm going to sit back and fall through the ranks"?
See, in theory, I'd be falling in love with some of these people. Then I got to remember that Ime Udoka couldn't draw up anything to get Jalen Green going downhill against the Warriors when it wouldn't have been that damn hard to do in the first place.
Not a single play.
So I don't know. I just whoever we draft, we shouldn't even expect too much from him offensively in the first place, bro. If I'm being honest, because he may not finna.
Yep.
And that's why I'm
Donte,
thinking. That's why I'm thinking we not for the draft, bro. I'm telling you.
That's why. That's what I'm thinking. Like
we gonna
trade back or trade out.
We gonna trade for a player, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Do you all think we still trade for a superstar this offseason?
No. Make the pick, bro. Really,
it's very possible. But
I don't think we trade for a superstar this offseason.
Donte,
I think we do. I think we really do, bro.
Yeah. Do you think it's KD?
So what would that be? Phase 3 of what they're trying to do?
Yes, I think because I think Doka made it clear he's trying. Yes, they want to develop the young core, which is you're not losing all of the young core. You're not going to lose like guys like Bar. You may not lose guys like Bar. You're definitely not losing Tari. You're definitely not losing the man. You're definitely not losing Sengun. You're not losing none of the main guys that actually be playing on the court. You're not going to lose those. The guys you may end up losing is probably. It's a possibility you're gonna lose Reed. It's definitely a possibility you're losing Cam because any deal you make, any trade deal you make, Cam is gonna be in it. You're definitely gonna be losing the pick. So at the end of the day, you're not losing, the main guys. You're not losing the main guys, and you
might package Landale too.
Okay.
Question. Then of course, guess what? Guess what? AK, my guy is a free agent. We losing Jay Sean Tate. We losing him. We probably lose him. He's a free agent.
Before we touch on that, I got a question for you though, bro.
Go ahead.
You said we're not losing none of the main guys.
I don't think we losing none of the main guys we play.
If we don't lose none of the main guys, then
depending who we're trading for,
what does the superstars minutes look like?
You said who?
Because you got to lose a main guy or two to have a minutes.
I really don't think it's the main guy. I just really think
they might package Dylan.
Maybe Cam and Dylan. I think Dylan gonna be in the offer too as well. I just don't think it's gonna be guys like Amin and Tari. I don't Jalen and none. I don't think we losing none of the main guys.
The easiest person to replace is Dylan. I hate to say it like that. I really hate saying it like that.
Yes.
Well, because you got to develop Tari and Jabari, so that frees up.
But you still they play. You still gonna have time. You still got time to develop them. They've been playing. They play. Yeah. They get a lot of minutes.
Hold on, but if we getting a superstar and they taking Dylan's minutes, that means Tari and Bari's minutes gonna be just what they just was in the playoffs.
They're still gonna be contributors off the bench. They're not gonna start. It's clear if you get another player.
That was the problem when we started to not start them.
Well, you got Terrence Williams, Tari, and like
I said, I just don't think we go in. I just don't agree we can go in with the same roster and expect, it depends how tough the West is. Expect us to really just get out the first round. Depends on
we said that last offseason, and we ended up the 2 seed.
We ended up with the 2 seed. Yes, we did, but it seemed like it's different. Now everybody going expecting us to be competing now.
I don't give a damn about what they expect though.
The expectations.
I need to see some growth from the coaching staff. They need to take a leap too.
The players the coaches got to take a leap, but so is a lot of pressure on them players too. They got to take.
Yeah, but their leap is contingent upon the coaches getting a stick up out their ass.
But the players
draw up or play.
I understand.
that second seat of blue.
The players are out there playing too. The players are out there playing.
They are. But bruh, if you hired a plumber and he pulled up with a spatula and some olive oil, what you think he finna do with them tools in your toilet? That's what he is doing. Like he's giving a plumber spatula. He giving you some shoestring and some WD-40. What you supposed to do with that as a plumber? Like, come on, bro. Like, you got to get this man a plunger. You got to give him some Drano. And give him something that's going to unclog this toilet. Give him a snake.
Hey,
Ryan, I'm speaking Chinese. Ryan don't know nothing about that man work. He don't know nothing about that. You ain't never unclogged the toilet before in your life, huh? These new kids, bro. Y'all ain't never sweated a day in your life, even when it's hot.
We're talking about making trades, right? What about just signing guys that are free agents? And I got a guy who's about to make some good money.
Can you make a ceasefire between us?
You asking a lot.
Who would you want to sign?
I got a name, and he made a lot of noise. He shot 42% from three.
I know who you're talking about. I know the name. I think
that is kind of nice. Actually, not a good city, but they are rival. They on the same timeline as us. The guy's name is Malik Beasley.
Oh, Malik Beasley. I thought you was going to say Isaiah Joe.
I want Malik.
I would like Malik Beasley.
I think as just a shooter.
Okay. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. What happens with Reed Shepherd?
What happens with Reed Shepherd? That's a great question.
Every time you bring somebody in,
developed in the G League like they should have started last year.
You can.
Every time you just add somebody without removing somebody else. Somebody playing time going down. Look what happened with. See, what we don't want to happen is Jabari and Tari's minutes going down even more. Yet again, like, have we not learned?
I agree. So the expectation is, right, Beasley coming in, he's going to play the role between the 2 and the 3, right? A lot of these minutes are probably going to be, I don't even know if that's the case, right? In this scenario as well, I'm going along with the, like, someone's getting less minutes, which again, that's going to be Reed, right? I'm just throwing that fool in the G League for the first half of the year. I want him to develop and do nothing but develop, right? I think having him in this role would be a good idea. Plus, you're bringing up a good point right here. This is my next guy I want to talk about with Schroeder, but right now, I like Beasley. I think he just brings in kind of those Tyler Harrow tendencies that we kind of talked about, the shooting, the scoring, the overall like necessity of things, but we get him like the cheapest possible deal we can make, and he's on the streets right now. He's on the streets, so I think we could throw a little bit of money at him. Also, this is expecting that Steven Adams isn't here, who was making $12 million, right? That opens up quite a lot of cap space. We can reconfigure Fred's contract, get him on maybe 14 to 17 mil a year. Cool. That's plenty of money we can throw at Malik Beasley, and that's before we even trade anybody. So I think Malik Beasley would be nice.
I would like Malik
Beasley. What are you guys' thoughts?
I don't have thoughts right now.
That's a beautiful shooter off your bench.
I do think though.
A lot better than KCP.
I do think some level of point guard play has to either increase, get better, or something, because Ime Udoka is not one for creating scenarios for these guys to be put in places where they're gonna thrive. So you need a point guard who complements the rest of these guys.
Sure,
and
as much
Fred
as
is gonna start. Go ahead, Ryan.
I think that for the next 2 years, we just need to focus on the continuity of this team.
I agree.
Come 2027, then we can look at the Suns draft pick again and then figure out how to win from there. Because in 2 more years, these guys should be pretty much fully developed. And
wait, 2 more years?
Once we have that Suns pick,
what are we supposed to do in the next 2 years, AP? We supposed to win a championship?
I'm not saying we can't, but at least trying to make the second round.
You scared you're not gonna be around, bro? You're not that old.
I think we need to focus on getting past the first round of the playoffs and developing these young guys first.
Yeah,
hey, Ryan, can I ask you?
I agree, Ryan.
Yes.
Why am I agreeing?
Y'all don't want to do that in the offseason, then all right.
I agree, though, Ryan.
Can I ask you a question, Ryan?
Yes, ask me a question.
Are you prioritizing complete development? Like, are you okay with winning?
No, I'm not.
Hang on. Are you okay with winning 8 less games for the sake of development? And you see development, clear development. 8 less wins.
Are we in the playoffs?
That's play-in range. That's not playoffs. It's play-in range.
You say play in, dog.
Fine.
So
No,
you-
You not
we
see
go
what
from the
happened?
second
Hold on,
seed to
let me
the
answer the
play-in.
question.
This is for Brian. This is for Brian.
Yes, I am. I am happy with that.
Why?
And the reason why I'm happy with that is because the Suns in 2 years, they're going to be a nobody of a team, and we're still going to have their pick. So we'll be in the same spot that we are right now, and there could be a superstar on the market. Again, we don't know what's going to happen in 2 years. Only God knows. We have no clue. But in 2 years, if there's a superstar on that market, that Suns pick could be very well worth something.
We're saying could, we're saying possible, and hypotheticals, but I deal in absolutes right now.
I'm gonna say this, Preston. You deal with absolutes. Cool. In 2 years, that's when it would make a lot more sense to make a superstar trade. Doing it right now, absolutely.
Also, think about Amen Thompson and Jabari Smith Jr. and Jalen Green and
like think what they would look like at that point. You'd be keeping, but at the same time, they'd be worth a lot more. Like teams would be willing to get off some shit to get some of them guys, bro. At this point, you got to think about it like that, bro. Like think about it.
You're right.
In 2 years, look, who won the contract right now? That maybe. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be an asshole right now and throw something out there. Y'all gonna look at me funny. Remember, don't look at me too funny. SGA could be available in 2 years.
Anything could happen in 2 years.
Anything can happen. I'm not saying he in particular, but somebody of that ilk, some MVP type candidate, or somebody on that trajectory, somebody close from around there, an All NBA player.
Again,
and then it will make more sense at that time because you got more data on your guys. You've exhausted all resources. You know what I'm saying? Now you know, okay, and then just because somebody's available, that don't mean you just come get it. And then we might be improving. That don't mean just because we don't win the title, that don't mean we have to make a trade.
And also, if I can legally drink next year, then anything can happen in the next 2 years.
Oh my! Here's what I am gonna say. That's if you. I'm gonna say this though. We saying if, could, maybe. Talking about. That's the name I was gonna say. It was like, is the name you referring to possibly Ant? Is that like the superstar?
I'm not saying who. I'm not saying what. I'm just saying these are the type of things that can happen.
Sure. And then now imagine.
How can we talk in absolutes if we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow?
Imagine that
you only have hypotheticals when you don't have the facts.
Right.
And that's okay.
So now I'm going down this path with you guys. I'm going to walk this path. We're going to say hypothetically, we wait 2 years and say Jalen Green is worse. Now
he's gone next year. He's gone next offseason.
He's a negative asset in the eyes of the NBA community. And you have to attach.
He already is.
Well, hold on. Calm down. Breathe. You have
I can't
to
believe
attach
I'm agreeing with Ryan.
a pick to Jalen as is, no matter what and what kind of trade, right? Not Russell Westbrook bad, but remember how Russ was viewed, where no matter what, you had to attach assets to him just to move him for something bad anyway. I'm not saying that Jalen's horrible, but if he is even worse in 2 years than what he is right now, obviously hindsight 2020, but we're gonna look at that and say, damn, we should have traded and moved on from him when we could. And he's got a player option that year, that third year, where he's gonna make $35 million.
Let me ask you this.
Hold on, AK. I know that you can't believe you're agreeing with me, but you know what? I called for a ceasefire. I matured and I came back down to earth, and so now I'm speaking facts.
Continue, AK.
Okay. My question is this: Did Jalen Green improve from year 3 to year 4? Yes or no?
Yes.
I don't care about no stupid ass numbers. I'm talking about.
Overall, yes. Yeah, overall, yes.
Yes.
How did the defenses treat him from year 3 to year 4?
They treated him like an option. They did. Yep, they did.
So why are we under this assumption that Jalen Green is regressing?
I am playing devil's advocate here. All right. That's all.
I'm just making sure because they saying he got worse. I'm just like,
no, that's why I didn't see. That's why I'm on the train. That's why I say I never said trade him. I never beat him up about that because at the end of the day, when you watching basketball, bro, You got to watch Wild Player just struggle like how he did.
Yo,
Like,
Jalen for Tyler.
You a coach, you understand that.
I'm just saying, like, look how the Warriors after game 2, the Warriors made it clear this can't happen again. We cannot have Jalen scoring over 30 points again. We cannot have him.
We can't let him score over 10.
So what they did, every time they got a chance to, and they set a screen, they doubled him every single time. Every single time. Yes, it was some shots that he was able to not make.
And yes, he should have been more aggressive at times.
Goddamn, you couldn't shoot. You couldn't make the open shot because he doesn't got a rhythm. They took the ball out of his hands every time, and every time he do try to go 1-on-1, then you got Draymond at the block. You got Looney sitting at the block. When he do get downhill, you got players fouling him and stuff. Going using their verticality against him. That's why I'm not too much. And everybody say when you see everybody post, please get this man up on the hill. You got to look at the reason, like why they doing it, why they do it. It was clear that Jalen Green couldn't have big games, because after that they looked at that 38-point game and said, this can't happen again. We can't. We gotta be able to sacrifice. We can be okay with LP going crazy. We can be okay going there because we got Draymond Green too. We got Draymond Green on him. We got one of the best defenders in the league on him too. So we'll be okay with making him work. We'll be okay with the role players doing what they do. And if they're gonna beat us, that's how they're gonna have to beat us. But at the end of the day, Jalen Green, if we can contain him and just stop him from going not having 30 points, then we'll be fine with that. Because they know if Jalen Green does that, they don't have a chance to win the series. If Jalen Green would have kept doing that, and they made a clip in game 2, say, hey, we're not letting Jalen Green go. We're not letting him do that.
Ain't this the same argument we just said about Utah, where we said if we stop one player, the whole team falls apart? And all that team ain't together. So does that say more about the team, that if we stop one guy, the whole team can't work? Because that's what happened, right?
But Donovan Mitchell was still getting his numbers though. But like I'm looking at Utah, like he was still Donovan Mitchell was able to still go do
against us. He had
the team was outside of him. The team was nothing to be scared of. The team was nothing to be scared of outside of him. The team was really
the idea is, hey, make this man work as hard as possible to get all his buckets. Okay, that's fair, right?
Even with that being the case, though, I'm gonna say this, bro. I don't want nobody to take this no kind of way. But I have always maintained. You're going ahead.
I got to dip, y'all.
See you, bro. We'll catch you on the flip side, bro.
Salute.
Yeah.
All right.
So
still Ryan's fault we're on top. But anyway.
Exactly. But yeah, like I have always maintained that before you even move anybody off the core, we need to see at least one playoff appearance. Now, we've seen one playoff appearance. Now I wouldn't be like too pissed if we was to move off somebody from the court. It makes more sense to do it now. You got more data. You got, you got to see you got to see them under the highest pressure that they've been in their life for one time. And you can take with that what you want. But I would say you'd make more of an informed decision now. I'm gonna just say that.
Yeah.
So for people who think I'm this like huge Jalen Green stan, no, it's just y'all be picking on him the most. So I'll be having to come to his fucking defense. I'll be defending everybody.
I know that color don't stand out, but yeah,
I need him to bounce back next year.
I got both of them.
Bounce back from what? He didn't have a bad season.
I mean,
you see what I'm saying? Like
we start playoffs again next year. All
right, cool. Yeah, have a bounce back playoff series. Yeah, all right, cool. Now we can talk. But we gotta also remember, we literally played his worst matchup of all. There's nobody he plays worse against than the Warriors. So take that with a grain of salt. Yeah. The Warriors' game plan was: we're not doubling Amin, we're not doubling Şengün because we're gonna live with these 2-pointers.
With Draymond Green plus Draymond Green.
And our interior defense is going to be able to foul them because we paid the referees enough to not call them foul. So they played that Benjamin Franklin defense, boy. That's what that was.
What Tara Eason's mom said? She said something about going out there, beating our sons up, tackling these guys out, and he only got 3 fouls. Yeah, facts.
Yeah. So
that was facts.
So we have to keep that in mind when evaluating all of these guys. Like, look at the game plan. See, my problem in that series, bro, I know we're going off on a tangent. My problem in that series was Ime Udoka constantly being on the back foot, reacting to everything Steve Kerr did instead of being proactive and dictating how he wants the game to go. He just never did it. Like every time Steve Kerr did something, he was like, "Oh no, I gotta do this when he does this." No, the hell you doing? All right, you made this move. I'm gonna play you up out of whatever move you just made. He doesn't have that mindset. It's Kerr does this substitution or he makes this adjustment. All right, I concede. I'm gonna just go to something else. What you mean you're gonna go to something else? You supposed to take what you want. You can't tell everybody, you can't tell these players to be a dog and you coaching like a cat.
In place of another word there for sure.
Yeah, and I love me some Ime, but I gotta keep it a bean, bro.
Yeah. No, that's just facts. Guys, we are this is like our second or third longest pod we've done together. It's about 2 hours, 10 minutes now. I appreciate all of you for watching who's joined. Make sure you subscribe to everyone's channel. Rockets Propaganda, Coach Donte, man, check that out. Check out Rockets Round Robin. Do you guys have anything else on this lottery draft night before we get out of here?
Well, we're going to see what happens June 25th, 26th, or even earlier than that.
Yeah, that's facts. That is facts. Anything else, anybody? That's it, man. That's it. Hey, thank y'all for jumping on, and I appreciate y'all staying up so late with me. I'm going to cry because I got to be up in about 9 hours. So if I go to bed right now, maybe I'll make it. Donte, what's going on, man? Thank you for joining me, man. Where can we find you?
Y'all can find me on X as That Rockets Guy, Coach Donte, That Rockets Guy. On Instagram, Coach Donte 5. And on YouTube, Coach Donte. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the Rockets fan base, everybody, man. Like I say, hey, we'll see what beholds. What if we gonna make it to draft night, or what if we gonna, see do something before. So like I say, my instincts just telling me like I don't think we're making a pick. That's what my instincts telling me.
Yeah. Donte has some pretty good instincts. I'm not gonna lie. I trust his instincts on this one. I'm not gonna cap. AP man, where can we find you, brother?
Like I said, we didn't get top 4 because of Ron, so make sure y'all put hashtag it's Ron's fault. Other than that, follow your boy AP, Rocket King AP 23 on X. Make sure y'all follow the Robin and Clutch City Connect on both X, Facebook, and Instagram. And pray for that boy TJ who he's dealing with that right now. Pray for him. Follow him onto the Clutch City Connect and the Rob Robin channels as well.
Man, what an outro. And AK joined us at the last second. He did his own thing, man. Tell us where we can find you. And was you producing a video before you got on?
Yeah, I did. I'm finna upload it and I'm gonna drop it tonight because I don't be caring no more. I'm gonna just drop my videos, whatever. But yeah, AK Infinity. You can find me on Twitter /X at AK_VBS. Make sure you check out that incredible Rockets Propaganda channel. I will be dropping some things periodically through the summer, but not as consistently because that Warrior series took a lot out of me because I told y'all what was going to happen. But anyway, yeah. Don't be a hater your whole life and tell a friend unless you ain't got no friends.
Make sure y'all follow the H-Town Rundown, too. Make sure y'all follow these guys up here, too.
Thank you, man. That's what we need to get to, man. Follow the H-Town Rundown at YouTube as well as X and Instagram, man. We got a TikTok at the H-Town Rundown, man. Check it all out, man. Yes, Donte, sir, was good.
Yeah, I want to say one more thing before we end it. And yes, sir, Ryan, it is your goddamn fault about Tracy McGrady.
Does he know who Tracy McGrady is?
I don't think he knows, but it's his fault that we couldn't get him and Yao Ming on the floor together. And he had back in
his fault.
That's probably he was born too.
Are we hashtag trading Ryan? Trade Ryan in the 10th pick
it's very possible.
For a better offensive coach. I think that might be the move. Man, that's crazy. Hey Ryan, shout out, man. It's all love, brother. Maybe not for me.
That rally want him for Tyler Hero.
But follow the H-Town Rundown, man. I appreciate all of y'all for jumping on this late. We the best Rockets pod out here, man, and that's what we do. This is what we do. Again, follow H-Town Rundown on X as well as Instagram, YouTube. Check out the TikTok too, and check out the website htownrundown.org. It's phenomenal out there, man. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening, and that's it, man. Good night.
Go, baby.
Sleep well, Houston Nation. It is what it is, baby.